Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for another Arsenal match day watch. Not a World Cup one. Arsenal, we're still, even though the men's have been put on break because of this bloody World Cup, because of corruption and all that, as we know, the women are still having to play their respective Champions League and leagues and all that during the World Cup. So, because we are an Arsenal channel first and foremost, we are covering every Arsenal women's game, as we always do anyway, during the World Cup, along with the World Cup stuff as well. And yeah, as you can see, I'm wearing my, now in December, I'm wearing my older, one of my Christmas jumpers anyway, getting the old spirit is Arsenal related as well. If you can figure it out, let me know in the chat. I'm just going to go through the teams, put the teams up on the screen. Do bear with me 2 seconds while I get it. I have seen the teams. I am slightly nerked off with Jonas and just in general because yesterday, basically, for anyone that doesn't know, that hasn't been keeping an eye on things, Leah Williamson and Danielle Souza have been both out injured for the last 9 to 10 weeks, give or take. Leah, we saw Leah was back in training couple weeks ago. Sorry, individually, she's been introduced into the team training this week. And then yesterday, the announcement was, because photos that came out via the club itself, that both players are in training, team training properly. Jonas in his press conference basically said, "Oh yeah, they're both available for tomorrow's game," which led not just myself, others to believe that they would at least start the first half, do the first 45 minutes, and then come off half time, something like that. Yeah, Jonas has other ideas, and besides, considering this is our first league game since we played Man United women's team a few weeks ago and lost, he decided, "Oh, I know, I'll make the announcement, but I put our best two centre backs on the bench and play Lottie Wubben-Moy and BT as our centre backs today." Again, I know we're at home and we should beat Everton anyway, but as I said, I personally would have given him the first 45 minutes and then brought him off, no matter what, brought him off at half time, ease him back in that way. But no, Jonas has different ideas, as I say. Because again, when you consider we haven't got Beth Mead for the rest of this season as well, thanks to the last league game and nothing being done about it. Kate McCabe is our captain, by the way, today. But yeah, you'd think just to get the morale up in the team, in the fan base as well, you start them. Don't just make an announcement they're going to be there. You start them. Oh no, don't be silly. But it is what it is. I'm just getting it. There we go. Got the team now. 1 second. Not literally a second, you know what I mean? Got to share the bloody thing. There we go. And boom. Right, got Zinsberger back in goal. Vint Via, who scored a first ever Arsenal goal in general last time out against United in a 3-2 defeat. Like Wubben-Moy and BT as our centre back, Steph Catley as our left back today, and then Leah Walter and Manham as the pivot. Then the forward four consists of Miedemar in behind the front three. Kate McCabe's down the left, where Kate McCabe's down where Beth Mead would be. So, but she's got captain's armband as well today. But she's down where Beth Mead would be, so she'd be down on the right hand side of the wing. Caitlin Ford and Blackstenius, I'm assuming, be switching back and forth. More likely Caitlin Ford down on the left, Blackstenius down the middle. Just because of the situation we found ourselves in terms of injuries and all that, and what we've got available now up front in the attacking side of things. Personally, again, people will have a go at me for saying it, but personally, I would have benched, even though we ain't got Beth Mead, I would have benched Blackstenius and had Vivian Miedemar up top. If you're going to keep persisting with Caitlin Ford down the left-hand side, you put Miedemar down the middle, but Stinnis on the bench because he's more effective coming off the bench, and put Iwabuchi on the starting 11 where Miedemar's going to be just in behind the front three, where Miedemar's going to be playing today. That's what I would have done personally. I think we'll get more of an effective output basically as a whole But hey, what do I know? Got Mr. Tom in the chat already. How you doing, my friend? It says, surprised there is a Women's Super League going on. It feels like half of them are in Qatar with ITV and BBC. Hello, everyone. No, I think what I find bizarre is they've, as you said, they sort of continued the women's game, especially on League One, and we've seen a couple of championship games throughout the weekend as well this week, FA Cup and all that. But I just think that they persisted with it in terms of the women's Super League's going to go ahead. You got Leah Williamson, part of the Athletic blogger team, whatever. And you say certain women's players are going out to Qatar to support their respective countries or whatever, or certain players that from their respective countries or whatever, or just clubs, whatever. But as I say, it's persisted with it, and that's, as you say. And then in terms of WSL itself, we haven't had a league game for 2 weeks now. It's been a bit bizarre because it's like the Man United game and then the Champions League game against Juventus away, and then since then, up till now, nothing. In terms of women's football, nothing. And it's just bizarre that there's no international break either for the women either. So it's just a bit bizarre how we've had to wait near a week and a half to 2 weeks for any women's football, where there was no need to really. But nevertheless, we are back, and hopefully the girls can bounce back today. Because I said last time out at the Emirates against Man United women's team, in front of 40-odd thousand fans, including Man United fans as well, Arsenal decided to lose. It didn't help with the referee picking and choosing who he wanted to protect on the day, in terms of, that's a foul, so you're booked, or that's a foul, but I'm not going to do anything and let you play on. To the point where Beth Mead, one of the best players in the country, in a women's game in the country, not just in the country actually, probably in European football or world football in general at the moment, at this moment in time, for the last 15 months, for the 15-month period, she's been the best player in the women's game. And the referee decided last time out, and I keep going on about it, but decided she wasn't going to protect Beth Mead. It was so clear that they were Mike Spencer and the girls in the team itself targeted Beth. They were going to target Beth and kick the crap out of her, stop her from getting any supply. And hopefully Arsenal wouldn't score. And the referee allowed it for the 90-odd minutes, allowed every single knock and foul against Beth Mead to play on, or to get a bit of treatment, because there's a couple of knees to the head as well. So got treatment, but no free kick or penalties. And because it continued to keep going, the United players kept doing it, to the point she's now out for the rest of the season. Her ACL was gone completely, and as we know in the men's game, when from an Arsenal perspective, Hector Bellerin and Rob Holding have had their ACLs done in the last few years, they never come back the same. So this could be, in terms of where she was going, where she was going, her career could be fucked basically because of this. All because we have incompetent referee at every level of the game. And there's no excuse for it. But no one takes account. There's no one's taking accountability for that situation. By the way, it's so clear and obvious. No one took accountability. The FAF says fuck all. The WSL done nothing. It's just like, oh well, tough tit, move on. And I think it's going to not just affect Arsenal this season going forward, but I do think Beth Mead being out potentially the World Cup as well. If Beth Mead cannot, which I don't, if she doesn't play another game between now and the end of the season, I can't see her being, even if she's back in time back from the injury itself, I can't see her being part of the England squad, which then for me, in my opinion, means that the England women's team with Serena Voigtman and all that will win the World Cup next summer, which is frustrating because this squad is capable of doing it and have shown it. But I think Beth's a big part of that reason why we've been so successful these last 12 months or so. But hey, it is taking the chin and move on, aren't we? So, in all seriousness, it's a good opportunity to take advantage of people starved of live football. Yeah, exactly. There's that as well. Sorry. Not often you hear the phrase "tough tit" in live stream. I'll just say now, that's how it's come across from the FA, the WSL, and all that. None of them took accountability. People, whoever hires between them two hires the ref is in charge of the referee association and picks these referees out for all these games. There's no accountability there. I guarantee that refereeing today, not in today's game probably, but in another game this weekend, but there's no accountability. It's just like the refereeing at the Premier League level. There's no accountability for a referee's cock up, basically. Jesus news is not good. Oh, don't even start me on that one. I literally saw that saying when I've reached out to people, they have a bit more information and all that. Turns out he had this injury he's acquired since last night. He felt pain in his knee the day before the game. He told the manager it didn't feel right. This, that, and the manager went, "Oh, and by the way, the girls are out on the pitch. By the way, for the game, get ready to kick off." We'll reevaluate it, and played him, knowing that nothing had improved in terms of how he was feeling. Continued to start him, and it now explains why certain players were so held, sort of trying to keep the ball away from him, so he didn't get any challenges on him. So the girls are taking a knee now, sorry, and yeah, it's just bizarre. And I've heard that I've in a group chat, I've relayed this information back to people in a group chat on WhatsApp, and I basically guys, you know me, I sort of my emotions get the better of me sometimes. I F and all that. The worst thing I said was, "What the hell was Brazil manager thinking? Brazil had already qualified. He didn't have to risk anything. Why did he take that risk? Because now it's affecting us now, going in after the World Cup, possibly, but more likely Boxing Day he'll probably miss. Could be back for New Year's Eve, but it's not the point. We're still going to miss him for a game, which could be huge. It's an London derby as well. It could be huge for us in terms of where we are at the moment in the league. And the person in charge of that group chat kicked me out. Oh, I won't tell you nothing from now on. Suit yourself, you bastard. Oh dear, gotta laugh though. Oh dear. If you're new to the channel, guys, there's a game on TV. No, it's on the Arsenal website, Mr. Tom. Go on the Arsenal website straight away. It's there. Click it, and you're in. The only game on TV as it stands is Man United v Everton. Not Everton. Man United v Villa. Sorry, they kicked off an hour ahead of us. And we're underway. Just getting the volume sorted if it lets me. There we go. No messing about today. I'm gonna go for because we have to bounce back because of what happened the last time out in the league, and we're at home as well. We are at home. We're actually at home in Boreham Wood. I'm gonna go for a 4-0 Arsenal win. I think we'll get one in the first half. It's going to look very cagey and all that. In the second half, we'll just come out, get an early second, and the floodgates will open after that. Go on. Unlucky, Vivian. Oh dear, right. And then we got guys. Let me know what you think of the old Christmas jumper this year. to go with last year's one and other bits and pieces I've got for the festive period. Get your score predictions in as well. Get your score predictions in. Smash them likes up, etc. There's a poll in the chat as well. What do you think the result's going to be in this game? Arsenal win. Arsenal win, Everton, or draw. If you're really, really nice guys, I might even stay on for an extra hour or so for the Netherlands versus USA game. If you're really, really nice. To me, that is. Oh, dear. I was just thinking now again with going back to just touching on, not going back into it, but touching on the Beth Mead situation, with her out for the rest of the season by the looks of it, more likely because of it is an ACL. In terms of the women's team's title charge for the league itself, I don't count anything else at the moment, solely for the WSL. I do think we have to against these teams, against the likes of Everton and the West Hams of this world, and the teams we should always beat. We need to pump the life out of them. Basically, we need to literally turn up home or away against these teams and literally just put 4, 5, 6 past them, and then nick points away to United and home and away to City and home and away to Chelsea. Nick as many points as we can. And if it comes down to goal difference, just hope that we've got enough goals, basically, that we've done enough in the lesser games. Come on, Blacksmith. Go on, pass it. Oh, why over here? I think this could be another stream where I'm going to start snagging off Blackstinius because he does. I don't know why. Just frustrates the life out of me. It frustrates me even more that she's a guaranteed start. No matter what, she's a guaranteed starter. The form she might not score for 4 or 5 games, but guaranteed she'll always start. Unless she's injured, she'll always start, and it's frustrating. Especially when you've got players like Emma Boots on the bench, who I think, personally, as I said already, I think we should have started her tonight, not tonight, this afternoon, sorry. We should have started her today, put Vivian up top. We would have, again, a more effective game going forward. But hey, what do I know? We pose more threat. I've said it before, I've said it time and time again, Blackstinius is more effective coming from off the bench. Only you could take it up. Oh dear, that's going back fucking 96, 97, that is. If you know what is not saying / singing, so we say. If you know, you know. Because as soon as I'm reading that out, I'm reading that comment in my head, and I'm literally the tunes in my head now. Right. Oh dear God. Go on. Oh, fucking no one there. Aim, someone. Look up. Don't hit and hope. That was poor from Vitvaya. Throwing Arsenal. Come on, girls. Come on. Good start so far. Oh dear. Yeah, going back to stages while we're waiting for this to sort of getting a bit more live in the game itself. From what I've been told, my main frustration is, and I am so frustrated, I'll get there eventually, guys, at the Brazil manager. What on earth is he playing? What is he playing? If he knows his players are not feeling great, he's got bit of pain in his knee. It doesn't. He's been told it doesn't. It's not worth it. But he goes ahead and plays him anyway. What's he playing? What is he playing at? What's he thinking? Because now he's not only has he done us for a couple of games, one or two games, potentially one, from what I've been told. It could be one, depending on how fast he gets back and gets himself in the treatment table and all that. At London Coney. But he screwed himself and his country, Brazil, over in general, because everything now in terms of a figure point down the middle of the attacking threesome that they have, everything's now going to be put on Richarlison. If he gets a knock himself, or he's not having a good game, the alternative is the guy that came on, the kid that came on for Jesus last night, Pedro, whatever his name is. Need to double check that actually, who came on. Do it now. And going from what I saw from that kid last night, that came on for Jesus, he hit a good backup, trust me. Well, it's 4-0 now to United, of course it fucking is. Brazil, Cameroon, lineups, Brazil. Pedro, yeah. Pedro, lad, is absolutely woeful. Which channel was the game on? It's not. Well, depending where do you basically where are you living? Are you living in the UK or outside the UK? Here we go. Go on. Go. Oh, for God's sakes, yes. I'm going to lose my mind today. Absolutely lose my mind. Dear. Please refresh this now. I didn't say full volume. Yeah, so he's effectively, for no reason whatsoever. I don't get his reasoning behind playing Jesus, knowing he was carrying a knee problem going into last night's game. Sorry, for Brazil. I don't get his thought process behind him. What he was playing at, because as I say, not only has he done us out of a game, at least a game of no Jesus, but for the rest of the World Cup now, everything's down on Richarlison. As I said, if he has a poor game or he gets injured himself, the only alternative that he now has as a striker is this Pedro lad, who, from what I saw last night, it was only like 35 minutes or so. Well, and all that, massive downgrade on both of them. That's that, and I don't really rate Richarlison as a whole. But this Pedro kid is a massive downgrade. And if it's all put on him, then Brazil ain't winning no World Cup. I mean, from what I've seen anyway in general from this Brazil side in the 3 games already, they're not exactly pulling up trees. They're not playing the Brazilian way. The first half, they haven't scored a single goal in the first half of the World Cup so far. Every game they've played, all their goals have come in the second half when they have scored. But their gameplay is so conservative and cautious. It doesn't scream Brazil. And again, everyone knows my age on here. I'm of a certain age, guys. If anyone's new to that, I'm of a certain age. And for the first time in this World Cup, every time I've watched Brazil offline, when I'm not on here, basically, I'm sitting there. And literally during half time, I'm literally like nodding off. I'm already nodding off. By the time the second half gets underway, I'm struggling to keep awake because it's so dull to watch Brazil. And I never thought I'd say that. It'd be like that. And you think that the players have got. I mean, bloody hell. But Brazil manager is that desperate to win the World Cup now and keep his job. He's got this. He's effectively got this amazing group of players. He's basically the Brazilian Southgate. Got an amazing crop of talent, attacking talent, and everything. And his first train of thought is now defence mode. Won't let them play with any freedom, and is that never play to express themselves. And if they do, they get hooked off. Oh, behave yourself, ref. Oh dear. Hey guys, don't forget, by the way, do smash that like button, by the way. It does massively help YouTube, especially while we're live, the algorithm. The more people like this, the more they'll see it, and then go, you know what, we'll plug it ourselves as well, and they'll do their bit to help plug the channel as well, whilst we're live as well, not only afterwards. Wait for it. Oh, that's not fair, is it though? Exact same thing as it was on the Xbox against Arsenal. No, not a free kick for that one. No, don't be silly. Because the Arsenal player went down. For fuck's sake. There's one positive today as well from Neil. At least because Arsenal have got a player currently is currently using the word loose at the moment because there's rumours because of Beth Mead's injury. We're going to call the girl back in January when the window opens. So she can't play today because she's on loan from us. Bought her in the summer from Barcelona, 19-year-old girl, and sent her out on loan to get some experience. And obviously, with the birthdays now, heavy rumours going about that New Year's Day we're going to bring her back literally basically as soon as we can, basically on New Year's Day, as soon as the window opens officially, just to make up the numbers, basically, for what we've lost with Beth and all. You know what I'm saying? So at least you can't come on and cause us any problems. Because look, from what I've seen of her at Everton, well, she has come on for Everton. So looks a decent top quality player actually. But as I say, she's 19 as well, so still a bit raw, but the overall game so far looking good. I swear to God, if you fucking concede, I'll go mad. Oh, his bathroom pissed me off. Seriously, Arsenal, sort your life out. I'll repeat myself, thank you very much. Are those stops still available? I believe so. As far as I'm aware. If you bear with me, I'll find the link, the website, and I'll send you a link on Instagram, mate. Bear with me a minute. I'll look for you. If they are, bloody hell. Looks like Everton again now, which ain't good. 0-0. Ow. I think they know what it's called. Emails. I'll look at it. I think now. Bear with me a moment, mate. Bear with me. Oh, that's it. Classic, was it? Classic. Classic football shirts. Right, let's have a look. There we go. 1 second. Oh, piss off. Yeah, we've let Everton in the game now. We've started off for the first 10, 11, 12 minutes at tops, where we were in control of the game, pressing, looking for that opening goal. We've now stepped up, put a foot off the gas. And Everton, the girls have got the Everton team have gone into it now. Got to be more bite about them. Yeah, looks like it's still on there. Yeah, it's still there. Right, there's the link. Copy. Instagram. Yes. Oh. It's been a long game, isn't it? Right, got your Instagram. There you go, my friend. There you go. Oh dear. Don't know what that is. Oh dear. Have you been to CFS before? Classical store. That's. I'm assuming your CFS is class. What you mean? Classic football shirts. Yeah, that's where I got this from. I sent you the link on. Check your Instagram, BX. I sent you a link directly. It'll take you directly to this with a page on this. Seems they have two. Seems they have an Arsenal one and a Dutch one by the looks of it. Didn't have the Dutch one before, but they released this year back in October, early. I think now, yeah, early October. I think it was like the first Friday, the second Friday of October. Yeah, the Holland one. Let's have a look at the Holland one. I've done that one before. I prefer this one. You'll see when you go over to it, you'll see you got the yeah. This person me, but again, I'm not Dutch, am I? So I don't know. Oh dear, let's have a look in general. Because this game's just fucking crap now. You've let Everton in now, and they're playing some good football now, Everton, because we're letting them. Right. What's the current score at United? Did they win 4-0, or was it even more now? Just to piss me off. Oh, they won 5. The game's over and they won 5-0. Of course they did. Oh, I'm shocked, huh? Doesn't look like Nikita got on the score sheet. No, not even an assist from Nikita Paris. For fuck's sake. Come on, please get this goal. Be done with it now. The shot. Yes! Get in there. Come on. What a goal from Vivian. Oh, girl. That was typical old school Vivian Miedema. If you've watched over the last 4 or 5 years of her time at Arsenal, that's proper old school. Got the ball, dragged in a few players, took them out, opened up a bit of space, had the shot, top corner, sent it the opposite way where the goal is, furthest corner, top bins, 1-0 to the Arsenal. Come on. We're coming for you. No, we do need, with United winning 5-0 now, we do need to, as a win at least 4-0. My score prediction was 4-0. So we do need to at least win by that scoreline, if not more. Because it could come down to that in the end, come the end of the season, goal difference. Imagine that. Yeah, no. And of all due respect to the goalkeeper couldn't do anything. No goalkeeper was saving that. There we go. Right. No problem, BX, by the way. No problem whatsoever, my friend. If we can get enough before half time, it kills. Does it kill the game off? But in terms of Everton, I think they've got any chance of getting something from this. But we come out second half, bring on the likes of Leo and all that, knowing there's going to be no pressure really on them, and Salza as well. And at the same time, really go and bring on their boots and really go for it. Ramp them goals up. Go on. We're going to get a second. We're going to get a second here. Chance. Take it forward. Pushes it wide out for a corner. Should have hit it again like Viv did to the furthest post, basically. Which is trying to be clever and catching the keeper out. But yeah, got a corner for him now. Again, they want to really benefit from a corner in this situation is the likes of Stina Blackstinius, but obviously that ain't going to happen, is it now? Boom, 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 boom. Ball in. Clear straight away. Don't even beat the first player. That's the one thing we have sort of lacked this season. This season so far, set pieces, corners especially, they have struggled beating the first player. Hopefully we can improve on that. Oh my God, don't do that because you're now going to get booked or worse. Oh, no, I've got a warning. Fucking hell, first. There you go. Oh, let's lay back and relax. Oh, Go on. Of course, it's a free kick. The Everton player fouls Stina Blackstinius there. Fouls her. She falls down. The one that makes the foul, and then falls down afterwards and gets the free kick. Of course, no one near her. She falls down. Of course. Fucking hell. You got to laugh, haven't you? You don't laugh, you fucking guy. Put it that way. What I'm liking so far this season, injuries aside for a second, let's go and touch on the women's team this season. Mainly from Viv. I'm going to touch on Viv because obviously she's a goal scorer today so far. When you compare her stats from this time last season to now, goal scoring, assist, and all that, she has been more effective this start of this season already. A lot more effective, scoring more goals, getting more assists. Her general play has been a lot better when you compare it to the start of last season. And long may it continue because we're going to need her more than ever now. Oh dear. Oh dear. Anyway, well, how are we all feeling about the World Cup this week? Obviously, this week we've got Holland versus USA kicking off soon. Argentina versus, I can't remember playing now. It won't be Korea, would it? Bear with me a second. Ow. What is it? No, it can't because they only played yesterday. No, they played. No, it can't be. Can you hit me over there? Thank you very much. Australia, that's it. So we've got Netherlands versus USA, Argentina, Australia tonight. And tomorrow we've got, let me fucking see, France versus Poland and England, Senegal, and then all the other games that come along between now and Tuesday as well, or Monday and Tuesday. What you're making of the last 16 draw, if you will, and the upsets that have already occurred in terms of obviously Cameroon winning last night, Saudi Arabia beating Argentina one of the first games of the tournament, Germany getting knocked out. This was meant to be their redemption World Cup in terms of getting beyond the group stages and putting pride back into German football after what happened 4 years ago, or 4.5 years ago. Belgium, just the golden generation, falling off a cliff and fighting amongst each other and this, that, and the other. Martinez has obviously been sacked since. Japan doing what they've done in the World Cup so far, beating Germany and Spain respectively in their group and winning their group because of that. Then go on, have a shot. Straight to the goalkeeper. And England, and also from English perspective, how we've performed in this World Cup so far, and yeah, Wales has fallen off a cliff. Doing what I predicted, really, in terms of didn't expect much from this World Cup. Showed quite literally how reliant they are on Ramsey, Bell, and Joannan. All players in their 30s. Unlucky, Viv, another chance there. We're starting to carve out a lot more opportunities and having a lot more shots at goal now since we've been open the scoring a few minutes ago. And yeah, who's your standout player as well so far? I mean, and again, we have discussed on here as well. We've been covering the World Cup, the game here and there as well. We have covered and said, quality-wise, as a whole, as a spectator, as a neutral or whatever, the quality has been appalling in terms of that's all the games of football. They're not no games getting you off his seat. It's all just dull, drab, going through the motions. boring football, basically. I mean, I realised this last night. I was watching the Brazil game. As I said, even when I'm fighting to stay awake. By the way, in the second half, literally, I'm there like, no, got to keep awake. No, got to keep awake. Oh, there's coffee. No, that's not working. Bollocks. Now Brazil have been tipped heavy by fans. Some fans alike, bookies, etc. The media, the pundits, heavily tipped Brazil have been to win this World Cup. In the 3 games I've watched of Brazil, unlucky man. From the 3 games I've seen of Brazil so far, I'm not seeing it. They've got the talent. Don't get me wrong. They've got the players, so there shouldn't be an issue. But the style of football, the players they have at their disposal there, they shouldn't be playing the way they're playing. If that makes sense. They ain't playing like they're not playing like typical Brazil, and we've now got the group stage. We're in the final 16 as of now, and I can't really say out of the 16 who's going to win this World Cup, because Spain had that one great game against Costa Rica, which is proving to be a flash in the pan because they drew against Germany and looked a bit bang average in that game, and then bang average in the second half against Japan, respectively. France, again, they've won their games, they've won their group, but again, they're not enthralling, get me off my seat as a neutral football. It's just they've gone through the motions, and they have their way of getting the goal. And it's mainly from Mbappe, but they have their way to goal, basically. They're not exactly getting me off my seat either, but you'd say you give them a slight edge because they're the defending champions as well. But even then, it's not like a clear advantage you'd give them. You'd give them a slight 1% extra than anyone else, basically. And that's not saying a lot, really. And what happens in this? I think whatever happens in this round of 16, if England get through tomorrow, it sort of goes into it. If England get through tomorrow's game against Senegal, be it normal time, extra time, penalties, whatever. One sec. Just got taken from behind, and no, because you went down gradually, you look like you just wanted the penalty. Yes, so yeah, assuming England get through, whatever way it is, they do get through. If they get through tomorrow, the other games in the last 16, whoever gets through to the final 8, the other 7 teams that get through, depending on who gets through to the last 8, could either strengthen our chances, depending on if there's any upsets or not along the way, or if all the favourites get through, all the teams that should get through their games get through to the last 8, and then making an ultimate fucking quarter-final game after game, basically, like the big boys going against each other in every game. That obviously weakens England's chances in one sense, because it's still going up against big teams, and historically, when England play the big boys in the knockout games or in the final, like we did last year, that's when we seem to get found out. Or Southgate anyway. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I think I do. Honestly, I don't see the favourites going through. I think 4. There'll be 4 upsets. I do think it's going to be one of them sort of games. You know what? In terms of today, I think Argentina should get through against Australia. They should walk it normal time. If Argentina can't get through in 90 minutes against Australia, with all due respect to Australia, and defensively they have been sound, but they haven't come up against a team that involved Messi so far in this World Cup. With all due respect to them, but if they, apart from obviously France, and we all know what happened there over the course of 90 minutes. took a shot on the lead and then fell apart afterwards. But apart from that game, they've got two clean sheets out of 3 ain't a bad feat. And again, conceding four goals against the world champions isn't something to be ashamed of or embarrassed about either. But from Argentina's perspective, if they can't, as I say, if they can't get through, what's that? If they cannot get through today in 90 minutes against Australia, they ain't winning this World Cup. Period. They will go out in the next round. I can see you. In terms of the early kickoff today, the Netherlands versus USA. I can see a potential banana skin there because USA got nothing to lose today. Yeah, like they have done against us, against England, and in games in the past. Whenever they're the underdog, and so far this World Cup has been a World Cup for the underdog in terms of results and the group stages, how they've played out. Japan and doing what they've done, and Saudi Arabia in that one-off game against Argentina. Doesn't review, by the way. Cameroon last night against Brazil. When they've got no pressure on them, and they've got nothing to lose whatsoever, they seem to play another. They seem to bring their A game and up it another level, basically, and they can cause problems. It'd be hugely embarrassing for Holland if they get knocked out today. But I can see. I don't think I can see it happening if Holland are going into it. If the players are going into this thinking that USA will win it, where Holland before the ball's been kicked. That's the wrong attitude to have, because then that's when USA can go, okay, Christian, bang, Raya, bang, and cause an upset there. And then suddenly the next World Cup's one of the co-hosts of the next World Cup is in a quarterfinal of the World Cup against all the odds, going up against potentially Argentina as well, or if there's an upset in the evening game, and I mean that'd be a major upset if Argentina get knocked out tonight. That'd be huge. Or Australia. Imagine USA and Australia play each other in the quarterfinal. That would be mad. That's sort. It kind of show the argument we've all been having. Not argument, but the debate we've all been having about the quality of this World Cup. That the big guns are getting knocked out or beaten by teams they shouldn't on a normal day. They shouldn't be. Anyway, I can pop into the chat. See how you guys what you're all saying in the chat. Oh, the Arsenal misfit. We've got just again. I don't know if you can see my fucking hair. All the time I want to see hair pop in my mouth. It's like looking gold over in the UK. Hi, hope you're all good. Working today, just listening in. Bad news about Beth Mead. Yeah. I'm not going to cover it again because I did cover it earlier, so you had to watch that back. I'm not going to bore people with that, Steve. Someone from over in Twitch saying IO. Mr. Bungle's in the chat with his new profile picture. What's cooking people? What are you doing, Mr. Bungle? Hope you're having a good day today. And what you got planned for today? Don't promote that brand, by the way, in terms of in the chat, because otherwise you'll be back to square one again. And Madison, where can I watch the game? You can watch the game if you're still in the chat, which I very much doubt because it's been like 10 minutes since you put a comment in. I didn't see it because I'm literally watching the game on another tab on the Arsenal website. If you're an Arsenal fan and an Arsenal member, you can watch the game on the Arsenal website. There you go. Pass it. Don't. Oh, for fuck's sake. Only Stina Blackson need to do that. Only she would literally back to goal, turn around in front of a defender and go, I'm going to have a shot. The defender's like that on her. You got little gap there, players going through, play it through, boom, 2-0. But no. Again, I really don't know it with Stina Blackstenius, but she's the vein of my life in this team. Oh, good. You did. Let's have a look at the USA action because that's close to kickoff, by the way. Let's respond to Gary in a second. Oh, I want Saturday. World Cup Netherlands. The lineups. Okay, so it's to support girls. Come on. I'll go all the way back. In attacking position, I'll go all the way back. Oh, Viv, go on, Viv. Go on. Go on. Oh, have a shot. Oh, Jane. Oh, did that deflection? It did. I apologise. I do apologise. I was about to go off on Jane there, Jane Beattie. But if she took the deflection, have a look. You might think deflection to get the defender there. Okay, it might be going in. I need to see a better angle. But obviously, I also don't do that. Just to show you one angle, and that's it. The USA team, what are they looking at? Go on, go on, go on. Oh, for fuck's sake, you're literally you're literally a yard or 2 yards out from the goal, and you can't tap it in. Are you taking the piss? So USA's team against Netherlands today got Matt Turner obviously in goal. Sergio Dest, Zimmerman, Tim Ream, Robinson, Musa, Tyler Adams, McKenna, Timothy Weah, Jesus Ferreira, and Christian Pulisic. That's their starting 11. The Netherlands have got Norbert in goal. They're going 5 at the back, by the way. The Netherlands are going 5 at the back against USA. Okay, now. So the 3 centre backs are Ewan Timber, Virgil van Dijk, Nathan Ake, and then the wing backs are Daddy Blind and Dumfries. Then you've got Martin de Roon, Frankie de Jong in the midfield, Davy Klaassen, former Everton Cam, briefly, if you can call him that at Everton, because he wasn't allowed to play Cam. Cody Gakpo and Memphis Depay up top. I'm surprised with what's his name? Louis Van Gaal. One sec. I'm surprised Louis Van Gaal's gone 5 at the back. 5 at the back against the USA. All due respect. It's what it is. Even to it. That could backfire offensively for them. Because USA now, that formation is like, okay, we'll do our thing. We'll soak it up and just do an account. If they do them an account quick enough, they've got a place to do it. Holland are screwed because Nathan Ake hasn't really got the pack. Nathan Ake, decent defender, but he's never been blessed with pace. Van Dijk is pushing 30 now, if not already like 29 or whatever, 28, 29, 30, give or take, one of the 3. He's more pace he did once have. He's now dissipating as the seasons go by, especially after his big knee injury he had. That took him out for the entire lockdown season. So yeah, that could be a very interesting how that plays out. So I will put the TV on for that actually. So second half we'll be covering both games. There we go, half time, 1-0 to the Arsenal. As I predicted actually, I did say I called a 4-0 win overall, but I said 1-0 it'd probably be 1-0 half time and then second half it would come to life. But we should have had, since going 1-0 up, after a bit of a good 15 minutes, and then we petered out for 10 minutes or so. And the next 10 until we scored in the 26th minute or whatever it was. But for that 10-minute period where we petered out and let Everton into the game, it weren't good on as we say we then eventually did score, and ever since then it's been all Arsenal. Like the girls are up the ante now, and it's just been non-stop, relentless chance. We have created a lot of chances since going 1-0 up, and it could have been out of sight already. Gary's in the chat. If you want to, mate, for free, you've got a bit of time. You're more than welcome to, mate. You know you can come in at any time you want. Didn't see if I was watching it. I'd have a tab up, so I was literally sitting back and forth every now and then. Yeah, if you want to, yeah, I'll be putting a USA game on my end as well. So I've got the Arsenal game on the website, and I'm going to have my monitor on for the World Cup, the USA game in a sec. So yeah, you're more than welcome to, mate. I'll integrate that into the thing in a sec. 1 second, only from the controller. Do bear with me just a second while I look for that. Oh dear. Oh, I'm back. I'm getting too old for this shit. Oh dear. By the way, Gary, I haven't since I was having our discussion on WhatsApp. I haven't heard from our friend, so we say, and here we go. I'll just turn this down a sec. Turn it down if it lets me. There we go. Yeah, sorry, I haven't heard a peep from our mutual friend, about WhatsApp, why certain things have happened. I just find it interesting. I think, like you said in your message to me on WhatsApp, clearly got out of the wrong side of the bed this morning. Clearly, and I'm the one that's been punished for it. Oh, you gotta laugh. Oh, if anyone living in the UK, by the way, if you want to watch the USA game as well as obviously watching the Arsenal game online, it is on the BBC. BBC One, I believe. There he is. I didn't bring himself in. There you are.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Sorry, I got a lot of noise in my ears. I had a couple of shows on. And so all of a sudden I got like, hello everybody in the chat. Hello Ryan. And I saw you on. I was like, damn it! I should have created a watch along for this thing. But this is good. So
when you're in the USA, how you feel about your game anyway? USA versus Holland.
Well, the one thing I'll say is that the defense is, I believe, is going to have to be as consistent as they have been in the group games, right? So if they're consistent like they've been, that's going to be a good sign, because I think Netherlands, when they play a strong defense, will struggle, and Gakpo, against a good defense, struggles, right? He disappears.
Yeah.
So we Arsenal did it to him in one match, and then when they took a little bit off in the second game, he had a lot of fun. So this won't be the case today. Let me see who's starting in the back line. Yeah, Ream and Zimmerman are playing.
Holland gone 5 at the back. This is the thing. I'm surprised with Holland, because they've gone 5 at the back against you guys, playing 3 centre backs, and then the wing backs are Daley Blind and who's not. Let's be honest, Daley Blind is not exactly blessed with pace nowadays.
Yeah, Timothy Ware's going to have a lot of fun attacking him. So
yeah, exactly.
I think
and
Jesus Ferreira coming in is really good. I mean, it's weird that he could barely get on the pitch coming into the World, since in the group stages, but now he's starting in this round, right? So a lot of weird things going on. I think a lot of people have been saying, the player that actually scored the goal that got him into the World Cup, he didn't even make the squad. So,
bloody hell.
So think about it. You score a goal, it qualifies you for the World Cup, and you don't even get on the squad.
You're the one who gets them there. He doesn't make. You don't actually get to play in the World Cup.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. This guy's offering to promote your channel, Ryan.
Yes, I'm going Twitch. Thing on Twitch. I'll read it a bit. Yeah. Mate, you want to promote away, but I'm not paying you yet until until I see the benefits of it. You get it.
What's interesting? You see Pulisic, and he looks healthy, which is the case. The man's always hurt. That's just that's like Tierney, right? He'll play well, but he always, when he gets to the ground, you're just like, You know, you just never know what is going to happen there, and you always get hurt. So you just kind of have to take that with the good and the bad. He's always going to get hurt.
I might as well ask you, is it, by the way, this is a safe place to talk about. You will not get kicked out of any groups or anything like that. It's okay. Jesus, what are your thoughts on that? Because obviously we are hearing that obviously the injury that has been sustained by Jesus, the injury was a problematic thing come the day before on Thursday. He went to the manager on Thursday and he weren't feeling great in his knee. People looked at it and said, don't risk it. And the manager still risked it. And he's now made his knee even worse. And now he's going to be out for the rest of the World Cup and potentially West Ham and Brighton, if not just to West Ham. It's a pain in the ass. I mean, this whole tournament we've been concentrating keeping Partey injury free. He's coming home injury free. And Jesus now he's the one that gets injured. The one person we can't really afford as well to lose, because the alternative, as you put it, is Eddie at the moment. Unless we put Martinelli down the middle.
That is a concern, right? But I've been having like a back and forth with a guy because I mentioned how Eddie took advantage of defenses, but his finishing needs to work. Meaning, the only reason why he scored is because of bad defense. But against Chelsea, nobody expected to see that, and Chelsea did make poor defensive passes that he took advantage of, which is good. The trick is when we have to build up play, and he gets the ball. Tell me what you see, right? We don't see what we want to see. Yeah. So that's why his finishing needs to improve, because usually it's the finishing that's the key thing, because that's the only thing he does for us in build-up play, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Tom. Yeah. I saw you talking to Lolo on the stoop there. It looks like that's over now. They did their little pregame. But yeah, Eddie has to just work. I mean, I don't know how you work on your finishing more than just taking shots from with no time to spare, right? Because that's usually the key. You never know. You have to just be ready to shoot at all times. And I scream that all the time. Players with the best footwork are the ones that score a lot, because they're always ready to shoot, right? When you have to take an extra touch, you lose the opportunity, or you scuff it, right? And the only way you work on it is you just continue to practice those opportunities that come in, you know? Yeah, I saw you there, Mr. Tom. I saw you there. Well, I saw you in the chat room anyway, so yeah. Now you were sitting there, you were talking about Eddie, and I was looking at a comment somebody made to me, and I was like, what did you look at Twitter, and I was like, do I go back and forth with this guy, or do I just let it go? Because you didn't understand. One, you didn't get what I said, even when I tried to reiterate it again.
Break it down layman's terms.
And then they took another sentence, quoted it, which wasn't even my quote, and then said, "But this is what you said." And I'm like, "All right, forget it."
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you know. I mean, like I said, Eddie is good on the press, right? Because when he puts a little bit of pressure on the back line and they make a mistake, he punishes them every time. We've seen that consistently, right? Or we've seen it a lot. So
that seems to be his strength in his game.
Yeah, and that's when the game's open, right? Because he's not doing that from the attacking third. He's doing that right inside the line, right inside the midline, right? So I don't know, over here we've got the US's I'm gonna take this off mute so I can hear what's going on here.
Just doing the national anthems on my end.
Yeah. No, I think here's the key. If Ream and Zimmerman names are being called a lot, and not Tyler Adams, I'm going to be concerned, because that means we're missing. That means we're losing the midfield, right?
Yeah.
And Pulisic looked healthy in the warm-ups. I don't know if you got to see him warming up there, but he looked.
Not mine. No. They're just in the studio. They didn't really cover.
They showed him warming up. He actually looked like he was not in pain or anything like that. So,
and I think, as you said before, about how Holland start this game and all that, how they play in this game. If it's anything, if the group stage is anything to go by,
yeah.
I said it earlier. I don't know if you was in the chat when I was saying this, but I can see you guys at USA causing an upset today.
Yeah. See, it's weird because I know like why are they such a big I guess they're big because they have Frankie de Jong and Virgil van Dijk. I mean, and Memphis Depay and Cody. Those are the key big names, right? The really big names on the squad that are in the game today. When and US just has Pulisic and Tyler Adams and McKennie. I think you would consider, and maybe Desk, you consider some of the bigger names, but they're younger. So, like Cody Gakpo is the only one that's on their age, right? So, but in terms of or their level in terms of where they are in their game right now. So, but I don't see Virgil van Dijk. I think Virgil van Dijk's on his way down, right? So,
I think ever since he had that knee injury, he's not been the same since he came back.
Yeah, and that's to be expected. So, knee injuries take a while to get back, and then as you get older, it takes even longer. You'll never get back to that level again.
He wasn't exactly a spring chicken when it happened either. So, as you say, rage and all that, it takes longer to recover, if recover at all. I mean, I was saying earlier about Beth Mead with the ACL side of things. We've seen the effect of Bellingham and Verhoeven, respectively. If you look at them before the ACL injuries and since they came back from it, they're not the same players. Hence why Bellingham is now no longer with us. He's at Barcelona and not really playing there either, what I can make out. And Rob Holding's now gone from being a starter to a squad player now and being happy to be a squad player the odd minutes here and there. And I do fear for Beth. And I mentioned it already. I do fear for Beth now because just as he's on the up and argue one of the best, if not the best player in the world at the moment based on form. This has happened to her. It's the worst sort of injury you can possibly get because ACL is what it is. It does, no matter what age, it screws you basically because it takes so long to recover from because of the surgery and everything else you've got to have as well.
Yeah, that is. That I mean, it's weird because finally the women seem to be on. They finally figured out. They figured out what they need. What they are and what they need to fill in terms of gaps in the squad, and now you see like they have to lose both their center their center their center backs have both been out now. Mead is out now, and they needed to fill gaps to begin with just to be able to compete with the big teams in the Champions League. So, but they for me, I think they have. I believe they have the answers. They just maybe not have played enough, because defensively they've looked good. I mean, I think the United game is probably just, it is what it is. You're not going to be able to win every game, but
especially these last 9-10 weeks, we've had our two centre backs, our two first choice centre backs, both got injured at about the same time in the game with each other, and we consider we've had Lottie Wibbermoy alongside of Steph Catley or Jane Beattie, and how that paid out last season for us, and that when we lost Leah, just before we even brought Salzer in. Massive improvement this year in terms of how they've handled that as a team and as individuals as well. Man United, the game aside, because obviously we did lose that game, but we're not going to win every game, as you say. Some days I've got to come along and bite us on the backside. Even if we had Leah and Salzer, we can't guarantee we'd have won that game. You never know. But it's good with the bad news of Beth. There did come good news with obviously Leah and Salzer now back in the squad now. They're back training. They're on the bench today. I do expect to see if we get another early goal in the second half. I do expect us to bring at least one of them on. Just for a run out like 10.
I thought they were starting the way they had the way they had pushed information out. Seemed like they'll be starting, which good or bad. I don't think it's necessary to start them right away, but I was like, oh, that means that's good. But then I saw they weren't even in the starting lineup. I was like, oh, okay, all right.
Well, as you say, even one sec. Oh, Christian with a chance here. Might have been offside. The flag's not gone up though. Big chance. You started off well, USA.
They're giving us a lot of the
Not the ball.
A lot of the ball for sure. Yeah. I don't know if they want to do that. I mean, I don't know. I don't think they want to do that. I don't think. I mean, because usually U.S. is not given that opportunity, right? Teams will just try to. They'll let you come in, but they're going to take you off the ball here. Let's see.
We're back on the way in the second half of the Arsenal game as well. No subs we made by the looks of it, but yeah, the way they played it out here in the UK media as well. Like they actually showed the live press conference yesterday with Jonas, and the way he worded it was like, no, not only they're available, they're available to start, and I was like, okay. Hence the thumbnail I did today. I went with them two and the thumbnail.
Mm.
And then when I saw the lineup, I sort of starting out, I was like, I can understand it because it has been a lot. The injuries they had were huge, to come back from so quickly as well. But I would have liked to see one of them start, give them 45 minutes, and then bring the other and take that one off and put the other one on, just to give them a bit, ease them in that way possibly, or things like that. There's ways around it, but I think if we get another goal early in the second half here, I think we'll see at least one of them pop on for a cameo in the last 20 minutes or so.
I know I'm being picky, but the two opportunities that they did have, I think Miedema was one and Blacksinius. I'm like,
Blacksinius, don't get me started on her.
Like, well, I mean, Miedema also, she could have. I mean, I expect her to not put it right at the goalkeeper. Like, pick a corner, or, I mean, so. Ooh, that ball almost went in. I guess we're on the same feed for the women because
it looks like
ball roll past the post there. And I think that's just a deflection off the defender. I think that's off the defender. It could have been an own goal.
Yeah, one defender hit off of the other. No, that should be cool now. I think that goal kick for.
How in the world did they figure there was two defenders there? and they look at that and go, "Oh, I think the Arsenal player," because they would have benefited from it. What?
The Arsenal players just stood there while the two players. Again, the officials and all that could see that who's kicking the ball, who's lifting their legs to kick a ball.
Yeah.
Stina Blacksinius just stood there basically. Her legs didn't move in terms of trying to kick a ball, and they were giving a fucking goal kick.
Yeah.
Oh, he couldn't make it up. The forwards there at the USA game.
You know, as Mr. Tom says there, Tal Adams definitely has to have a big game today. Yeah.
Anyone know why there's an EFL Championship game, Sunderland 3, Millwall 0? I had no idea. Absolutely no idea. As far as I was aware, Premier League Championship was taking a break during the World Cup until...
Why isn't his footwork not ready to take a shot? You're standing inside the box. Think about it. You know what I mean? You're standing inside the box. Why are you not ready to take that shot? The ball actually squeaks out to him, and he's not even prepared. He can't. He has to lift his foot up to make a maneuver there because he's stuck in the mud. Kind of. That's why I'm telling you, for me in most sports, it's all about that footwork. If your footwork is right, everything looks faster. Right, your passes come out quickly, your shots come off really fast. I mean, you got to be prepared to take a shot there. He's sitting there not ready. And it's like, why? You're in the box for a reason to score. I'm picky, but for me, like, footwork was key in when I played sports. If I didn't have the right footwork, it looked really. I couldn't play the best that I wanted to. But footwork is key. You know,
we've got two corners I'm watching over now. Everton attacking.
Yeah, you're well ahead of me in the US game because we're still moving the ball through the middle here.
6:40 I'm on now.
Yeah, I'm at 6:05. So got the ball into Robinson, and the defender clears it. I think that's Dumfries, right? He's just complaining all day. He's going to be complaining all day, I think.
If there's any good news, I won't spoil it for you.
All right, cool. Yeah. It makes a good defensive play, and then he complains because the offensive player has to run over him or step over him. Stop it. What?
That's why you said it. Stop it.
This is football, man. You're gonna have contact, man. there's going to be contact. There's players running at the same ball at the same time. Oh, and there's nobody. Reem doesn't even know the ball's in the air.
Oh, for God's sake, Caitlin. Fucking Holland are hanging on here by the skin of their teeth. They are basically what we said before the game kicked off. They've continued their form from the group stages.
Yeah. Well, and that's why US has to take advantage, because once they get if they get an opportunity, they've shown that they will take it and they will finish.
A foul? Surely it's a foul. Well done, ref. Take your time. Referring to the Arsenal game, by the way.
No, I kind of got two. I got two screens up myself, so I have to kind of look to the left. I see Robinson in here, puts a cross in, and defender is pretty good there.
Come on, guys. Let's get this goal nice and early. Kill the game off, and do what United did to Villa early in the end.
It's hard to tell who's Zimmerman, who's Ream. They both have the hair bun.
Same hairstyle, yeah. It's like
one's blonde and one's brown, so I guess you got to look at. No, yeah. So that's the difference. On the left side is Ream. All right, got it now. I think. Got your Christmas sweater on?
What's it?
This
I got this back in October. Came out. Got Bergkamp on the back. One set.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, obviously, instead of the Arsenal badge, he's got that ice. And then kit, I think it's referring to the '95 kit. Got instead of the line, got the reindeers there, and then you got Bergkamp on the back and then Wonderland underneath.
Nice.
And I've also got the one from last year as well, but yeah, it's just mixed up a bit. So it's like the same thing every time I come on now. It's like last year, it's like the same one every time.
Yeah.
Right. Still enough women to know that Miedema is a great footballer, says Tom.
She's great, but I want her to do. I think she's better than what she shows, and that's mostly because of the stats. Mm-hmm. I'm expecting more assists and goals from her, and looks like Gakpo's going through the middle here, puts a pass out, cross goes in there. That defense just got eaten alive there, and I told you just need to give him one chance. So Netherlands just scored. Memphis Depay, he just scores from, I think, outside the box. But they had US running back on their heels, and they never got there. They never were able to defend anybody. Wow, that was really good for them. US defense, Gakpo goes through the middle. He puts it out wide, and the defense does not man up anybody.
No.
And Memphis Depay is all by himself at the 18, basically. Yeah, he's all by himself at the 18, and he's able to step inside and put his foot through it. And I think that's the biggest threat they've had all day, and they finished it. And US has had a couple of threats, and the goalkeepers come up big, but and Jesus Ferreira, I have not said his name because he hasn't been involved in any of these attack, which is not good, because that's been a problem for the US. Their number 9s or their 4 strikers or forwards, or whatever you want to call it, in the middle, offer them nothing. So I think there'll be calls for Reina soon. Yeah, Miedema, like you said, Miedema, great footballer. I think Arsenal should get more out of her. A lot more. I mean, I don't care where she moves on the pitch. She still should be in the tops in assists and goals combined, and not as much as I think she is.
So
maybe I'm wrong.
For God's sake. Get it in the net, ain't that? Oh, bloody hell!
I see a lot's
going
on in front of that goal, but nothing that resulted in a goal.
Kept kept poking at the same defender. Like, no, you have it. No, you have it. No, you have it. Okay, I'll clear it then. Had the whole, literally, the yard, not even a yard out, like, literally on the line. And he was just like, poking it. Just fucking put your foot through it. Put it anywhere in that goal. Don't just don't just aim to poke it in. 3 opportunities we had there. Bloody hell.
Well, at least now the U.S. will open up and have to attack because it's the only plus thing. But I think they've had more than enough time to do that. Well, who was that pass to? Ooh, no flag up. Get in there. Put a shot in there. Come on, take the shot. That's Pulisic puts the ball in the box, and it's well behind the attackers, so nothing comes up. And now Gakpo's got the ball in the middle, and I don't like that. As I told you, Gakpo gives you something on the ball, but not much when he's off the ball. So, and I think that's the thing. If they can slow down Netherlands, that'd be fine. But if they don't slow them down, they're in trouble because they just continue to go forward, and they. Yeah, they did, Mr. Tom. They cut through the U.S. like butter. What is it? Can you say the quote from our movie? You got if you remember the quote. He loves his I believe that's Snatch. Bricktop. All right. What?
Yeah, Tottenham's got a whack to the face.
And then Dumfries, once again, he gets touched and he's crying, man. That guy's been crying all day. Van Gaal, what is he all upset about? Your guy did not get hit in the face.
Oh, exactly. How dare he go down?
Yeah. Got Holland 1-0. I thought it was the Netherlands. I thought Holland is.
Holland, Netherlands is the same thing. I can't.
It's not the same. I think there's a reason why they go by Netherlands now, isn't there? Isn't there a reason? I think there's a. You're supposed to know the reason. I don't know. I just believe that.
I'm not Dutch.
Well, you're from Europe. You're from Europe, even though you probably claim you're not. All right.
I can't really get away from that. Born in England, so I can't really get away from that one.
Where is it? Yeah, they go through bone like butter. They being the pigs. Yeah.
Keep you happy, I'll check you.
Be wary of a pig farmer, right? All right.
There you go.
There you go.
Go on, oh, I'm getting past you, bastard.
You got to be able to put better on that. Who is that, McCabe?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Let's have a double check on this.
I can't see the armband, so I don't think it is McCabe.
Yeah, it was McCabe, yeah.
It was? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought she was the cat. Oh, maybe the armband's red. That's why. I thought it was. All right.
Probably,
there you go.
Probably is. Blend in with a police shirt, yeah.
All right. Look at Robinson through the middle. Come on. U.S. is able to take the shot. Once again, steps into the box with no intent to shoot. What's the point of that? You crossed the 18. You should be looking to shoot because that's the only thing they were going to give you was a shot. They didn't get. There was no passes. There's nobody to pass to because you waited too long to make a pass. U.S. is they're like missing the opportunities. They're not even getting shots off.
Yeah, you're getting the majority of the ball. You're getting forward into the attacking third, but just when it gets to that attacking third,
They don't want to take the shot. I don't know. You can't score if you don't shoot. Doesn't matter who you are. If you're in the 18, you should be shooting, or else get out the 18, make space for somebody else. Oh no, Gakpo through the middle again, and that's off of a bad touch. Wow, and Blind is poor.
Also, every time you do lose a ball, though, like the midfield just lets the Dutch team run.
Well,
and
yeah, and
really
that's because the
tackle.
ball's not with I don't think that was Tal Adam who let that ball go, but I think it's the guys in front of him.
Yeah,
and then they just get punished for it every time because Gakpo's there would like 1-on-2, and he just has to wait for his guys to show up, and they always do because we're not closing him out. So defense, didn't I tell you defense is going to be key here, and
yeah.
defense for US is not been what I thought they would be. To stay in bounds, it does. Just puts the cross in, and there's nobody there because there is nobody there. What in the world's going on? They don't even want to. Now they're allergic to the 18 because they might have to touch the ball if they get an 18. Dest gets the ball up almost to the goal line, puts a cross in, and there's nobody. I think there's one player in the 18, and he was just crossing. Get the Blackstenius? No,
She's just don't.
She lost the ball a little too easy there.
Way too easily. It's not the first time it's happened either this season.
Yeah, God, this is just US needs to get this goal back. They need to get this thing back to a draw. They've had too much. This is not the Wales game, but this is definitely they've had more opportunities.
Yeah,
and they need to get a goal.
Go on.
Miedema puts a cross in, and
no one's really there because it doesn't really aim for someone. Just hit and hope really for Costa.
Yeah, and you know what? They've probably said it multiple times. US in the 18 is just pretty much really wasteful, and with their touches. What's that?
Arsenal just tweeted out that we played Watford in behind the closed doors game.
Oh, how did they do? Did Eddie score 2 goals? Because we're going to need him to score a goal.
I'm just about to find out. Oh, fuck's play. We lost 2-4.
Did Eddie score 2 goals? Because that's the only positive I'm looking for.
We began our preparations for the Premier League to restart with a behind closed doors friendly against Watford. It's sort of the championship side, run by Slaven Bilic, by the way, beat our team 4-2.
See, that's not good because what have they been? They need to be able to play together regardless, and I'd like to think that our backups can compete with a Watford, or else
the game at the Unconnect was a first chance for our first team to get some minutes under their belts since beating Wall 3 weeks ago. The goals from Marquinhos and Eddie Nketiah saw us lead at 2-1 at the break, so we were winning. And the second half is just fell apart by the looks of it. However, okay, I can understand now. Okay, however, after we made 10 changes at the break, the Victors managed to overturn the deficit and pick up the timely win ahead of their resumption.
What was the score at halftime? Sorry, I missed that.
Arsenal winning 2-1. Marquinhos and Eddie scored for us.
Okay.
And in the halftime, 10 players got taken off and 10 came on. I'm assuming it must have been like kids and things like that.
There had to be kids, yeah. I think there were a couple of kids practicing with their first team.
Yeah. First off, we're going to dominate with Mohamed El Neni, Tierney forcing Daniel Batchman into 2 early saves.
Yeah, Eddie. Well, look who's calling. Eddie looks, calling back. I don't know what that means. Well, look who's calling back. U.S. definitely needs to stay in this game. They keep giving opportunities to this Dutch team. Holland's team.
Yeah, so Carl Hines started in goal for us, and they replaced him with Greg, the under-21 goalkeeper. Cedric started and then came off for Waters. Holding started and came off for Ferran. So it's basically second half for kids.
Okay.
Gabriel started and he got taken off for another one of our under-21s. Tierney, then Salsa, El Neni, Lewis Skedy came on. Lukonga started, and Eddie Nawawi, the youngster, played against Brentford early in the season. He came on. Odegaard started. Matt Smith, the doctor, came on at half time. Nelson started. Butler. So yeah, basically the senior team, the senior players played the first half.
Yeah.
And we put under-21s out in the second half, basically.
Yeah.
So I can understand the scoreline now, but yeah, in the end.
Yeah, we gave up a goal, so with our first team, whatever our second team.
Barring the goalkeeper, yeah.
Yeah, but that's our second team, so we should be better than that. Either we should at least have a 2-goal difference on them. And meet him at. Oh, she picked a corner. I always ask her to pick a corner. She picked the corner. Just
picks the bottom corner.
Just the one where the goalkeeper was standing nearest to, because she was there for it.
That's twice in this case he's done that as well. I took the opportunity from outside the box and either the first one was that straight at the goalkeeper, straight down the goalkeeper's throat, or this one picks a corner, picks a bottom corner instead of a top corner. Doesn't make the keeper work for it all there.
Yep.
We should be again in the Arsenal game itself. We should be out of sight by now. If we take our chances in this game, we're out of sight already.
Yep. You've had more than enough touches in the 18 to get a goal for sure.
Yeah.
And McKennie's ball is really bad here. Damn it.
For God's sake.
Yeah. Give the ball to Tyler Adams. Come on. Let's go.
Do you get him right now? Well, look who's come calling back. We've got no choice. Jesus is injured. All right? Leave us alone.
We're not calling back. We're not crawling back to him. Crawling back would be, Eddie, we need you. No, we just... Oh.
I mean, we kind of need him now because Jesus is injured.
Yeah, but we're not crawling back. We just have no choice. It's just like next man up. I mean, Martinelli could play that position, all right? And we wouldn't be upset about it. But the U.S. is they're starting to get a little lazy with the ball now.
Yeah.
Another bad pass at midfield gets intercepted, and Netherlands have the ball back now. I think they're just waiting for us to make mistakes, and we have done that multiple times today. Gakpo's been the recipient of that in terms of he's always there when we give up the ball.
Whoa. Can't be true. I've got some breaking news, by the way, about Pele. One sec. Mail Online. It's been retweeted by one of our Arsenal fans, by the way. They've put out an article. One sec. They're putting out an article. Football legend Pele is moved to end of life care in hospital. Sorry.
Sad to hear. Sad to hear. Yeah. Well.
Yeah, we got some Arsenal subs, by the way. Beatty's going off. Here comes Leo.
Yeah.
As I expected, but still 1-0. But anyway. And Victoria's got a bit. Vaitver has gone off. The fullback has gone off for. Couldn't see the name the player came on for. Maria Marit, sorry, has come on as a right back now.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with Arsenal, but it's the camera they use is. I mean, it's not exactly windy there either, but it's shaking.
Yeah, you can see that. Yeah. Trying to do two things here.
Yeah.
The U.S. is getting pushed back now by Netherlands. We're into the 27th minute here. Over here, the women are in the 70th minute.
Going into it now, yeah.
And
Everton got a free kick.
Not liking this. No. Now the Dutch are extending that pressure. Turner almost with a bad touch there. Has to just push it out.
Oh.
All right, get the.
Oh, can we take Stina off, please? Do my edging today.
All right through the middle. There's Des. Des gets the ball, and he's not able to get it past. He still has it. You know you're going to get closed down. You're just sitting there.
Well defended, in here. Well defended.
I think let's go away. Yeah. Back to Tyler Adams.
You'll see in a sec.
Got Robinson with a nice cross in there to. Oh, McKinney does get a foot on it, but doesn't make it to Ferreira, who, like I said, they brought him in, but I've barely ever said his name. It's disappointing. And now Dupay is on the run. He's got lots of space. And wow, are they going to defend him at some point?
They do.
Come on.
Corner in.
He's looking for help. No, you're just going to have to close it out, buddy. Just waiting for the help to come.
What is this ref on? Referring to your game, by the way. The corner you're about to see come in a sec. 3 Dutch players go for it. No, I couldn't see a USA player around. The 3 Dutch players go for it. It's gone out. He's given a corner.
Interesting.
I might have misseen it myself. You'll see in a sec.
Here comes the cross in. I think somebody gets.
It looks like, for me, it looks like a Dutch head.
No, I think, the U.S. players don't look too upset about it, so I can only assume it must have hit off their shoulder or something. Like you said, Netherlands may have missed the ball and it went off a U.S. player because they don't look too upset. They would be upset if they thought that ball did not go off of them. At least the person, somebody. Come on. Yeah, Chris, welcome to the show. Gatpo with a second corner coming in the 29th minute here. Cross comes in, and the U.S. is there to head it out. DeJong puts the ball in, and it's a little too strong there for Dumfries.
Poke it in the fucking goal. God's sake, girls.
Wow, how can the shot be that bad? You take a shot with all that time. The last thing you expect is it to fly up in the air like that. You can see her leaning back when she takes the shot. Guess what? Footwork. I keep telling you, footwork.
Yeah.
Another one. They showed it again. Yeah, they showed it again.
This would be again the women's game. This would be like 5 clear by now.
And you know what? I think that's kind of the thing with the women, because like even last year, a couple of games that they kind of squeaked out wins where they dominated. They just could not put the ball away, and this, oh my God, a really poor turnover there. Dumfries has the ball, I believe. He puts a cross in, and wow, they are late to. I mean, they got to the ball to. Oh my God, Tyler just. There we go. And Robinson is able to intercept. And hopefully we're off now. No foul? Nope, no foul. Oh, he does call it. All right.
Yeah.
He left his leg in there just enough, and Ferreira goes down, and he calls it after the advantage is not gained by the U.S. 53% possession of the ball, and which is a lot compared to Netherlands 36. So
yeah,
and they have not much to show for it. They should have some more. Oh, why does Blackstenius go? She basically just slowed up the attack.
Yeah,
at least she should have just let is that McCabe or is that? I don't know who that was. Let her just continue up the pitch and then come behind her.
Yeah.
But she basically cut in front of her and basically just killed the attack.
She's such a frustrating player to watch because she does things like that. Like, she goes into these brain dead moments and does things like that.
There was no reason for her to do that. She had to sprint to get in front of her, and it's like you just killed everything. Stay where you are. The best you could do is do a little back heel to you, and you're going to get a good shot.
No, exactly.
If that's actually in the repertoire of that player, but going to the middle makes no sense at that point. You're already outside the box.
No, exactly.
The U.S. has got the ball deep. You know what's funny is I I forget to turn off the alerts on my phone, so I saw the alert and I forgot that
Oh,
we were not the home team
what
for the
the World Cup
Netherlands
game?
goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Moose has got the ball here. Gets the ball over to Tyler. Go! Come on. This attack is just so slow. You just make it easy for them to defend it. Ball goes in. McKenny gets there, and he gets the ball back to. Oh, Weah. Sorry, not. No, that's Musa there. Okay. You got Dust. Come on. A nice ball there from. You got to put that. Oh, there's nobody there to put it away. Like Phineas needs to. I think she needs to get there. She slows down. Yep. I think she's looking for the ball at the penalty spot.
Yeah, and again, another thing with Stina as well, she needs 3 or 4 chances before she scores. 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
And even in that ain't going to. Who's coming on now? Who they brought on? Oh, Jordan Nobbs has been brought on. Stina's been taken off for Jordan Nobbs. So Vivian's going up top now. Okay.
Well, that's good to see. Glad to see her get to play up top now.
Yeah. Got 40 minutes to go in this the women's game, by the way. Still 1-0.
Musa back to Robinson.
Oh, what are you doing?
So Ream is pushing the ball up and gets it to Dust with McKenny. They just switched things up, I guess. Now we got Musa playing the single pivot back there now. Wait, where is? No, it is a little weird. All right, they are switching things up. I guess they just need to find a different way to get McKenny playing a little bit further back, Tyler a little further up. Robinson puts a cross in. He gets it to Ferreira, and his touch is caught out. I haven't said his name much, and there's a reason. Robinson is able to intercept, but he's not able to get to the ball.
Go on, Kate. Go, go.
Why do you give up on the ball? I don't understand giving up on the ball like that. Why do you give up on the ball? At least if she attacks the ball, she might get the penalty.
Yeah.
You gotta attack the ball when you're in the box for me, anyways. Because that's your opportunity. Medium has got it.
Oh, for God's sake, something else. When his stupid passes weren't giving the ball back to him. Oh dear.
Netherlands guys are all like he grabbed his mouth and he got hit from his back. How does that work? How do you grab your mouth? He got hit in your back. He got hit in his back and he's like, oh, like my mouth.
The Rivaldo factor. The ghost of Rivaldo came to. Obviously, Rivaldo's still alive, but as in 2002, if you know. Gets hit in the kneecaps and goes down like hit booted in the face.
Got just under 12 minutes to go in the women's match. You got about 9 minutes to go in the half for the U.S. men. Still down 1-0. Long ball comes.
Plus, your 3 minutes of injury time, you get in the World Cup as well.
Tyler Adams.
For God's sake, pass the ball. Got a free kick, but that's not the fucking point. Pardon my French.
It's a yellow. It's offsides on the U.S. there, I guess.
We've got Vivian Malin sending over this free kick, and I think Kate McCabe sending over it as well.
All right. That Jesus Ferreira has to come all the way back to midfield to get the ball. Musa tries to pass it in. Robinson back to balls in the air. Ream. All right. McKenny's got it. Come on.
Oh, you. Oh, sake. Almost 2-0. Kate McCabe was. No, it was Vivian. Would have got
Very nice. Very nice. I mean, that's what you want the ball to go, but
yeah,
it needs to be a little bit higher to put a little bit of pressure on the goalkeeper. But that's as good as you can get over the wall. That's what you want. Come on, Moose's got it. It's like the attacking third, everything just goes dead. And you've got Pulisic puts a cross in, it's not able to get past the defender. Ugh. They cannot get discouraged. They just need to punish this team now. Come on, how's this going to work? There you go. Jesus Ferreira, bad touch, and US still has the ball.
Oh my God! Wake up, lads! It's got to be emotional now. Bloody hell, girls, wake up!
So, Arsenal women, where are they? Still in the league? Are they?
Let me have a look. Because Chelsea played till later on set.
Were they one coming into this season weekend?
I think it was. I think it was joint second or joint top, one or two. Oh, Chelsea must be playing now. Right. Oh, Chelsea. Well, because Chelsea just kicked off their first half on the way. They're 2-0 up, so they're back to top. But we've got a game in hand over them because they've played 9. This will be their 9th game of the season, and they're on 24 points. As it stands, obviously, as it stands stable, we would be, unless we score, we need to score another goal to put us into second because our goal difference is 1 less than United. So another goal.
How many of those are you going to let that guy? Oh, that's a different guy. Chelsea scored again? You said they just started?
Once, I didn't see my mic go off there. As I was saying, we're basically third as it stands, but we score another goal before full time. We go into second on goal alphabetically. Could be a goal difference, and everything will be the same as Man United. But also we've got a game in hand over United and Chelsea.
Cool.
Oh, one sec. Oh,
come on.
Better, are we? Okay, now. One sec. Back in a sec. Because I can't hear you now.
I'm still here. Let's see. Hello, people. U.S. men are just they're teasing me, and I don't like this kind of tease because it's almost like they're going to give the Netherlands the ball in bad situations. Here we go. Got attacked down away. He's got a lot of space in front of him on the right-hand side. Gets into the box, puts a cross in, and a lot of opportunities there, but nothing in the box. Nobody's ready to go. And the ball, and Robinson puts in not even a lazy cross, push the ball into the box, and it doesn't go out of bounds before the goalkeeper gets to it. So it would have deflected out, but oh man,
bit of help, guys. For now, let's stand there. There's a break in the Arsenal game as well. One of the Everton players is receiving treatment as we speak.
And it looks like Chelsea women scored again. So I mean, that's the difference between having a world-class striker on your squad. And like that. That's why I'm like, We have Miedema. If she's considered world class or whatever she does, what is it?
Well, she is a striker first and foremost, but for some reason, since he's come in, his infinite wisdom is putting her in the centre forward sort of cam role.
Well, I thought she doesn't want to play up there. Is my understanding.
Well, he's playing there now, isn't she? And
she's forced there now because
Christina. We brought Stina
took a nice shot there. Puts another cross in, and the cross is to no one.
The thing is with Stina as well. Stina Blackstenius, we brought her in on his reputation. We got her for nothing, by the way. But she had a massive reputation, one of the best sort-out strikers out then at the time. And for me, she hasn't adapted, and she's not showing that reputation at all. Again, even for Sweden in the Euros, like in the summer, showed nothing of the reputation we've been told about her. And
if you're going to take your world-class player out of her position, it better be for a good reason, yeah?
Yeah.
And that's what I thought it was. It's for a good reason because she's going to, it's like one of those things where, all right, we're just going to have Harry Kane come back a little bit more than usual, right? And it's just going to open up the game for our wings, right?
Yeah, I mean,
we're not even seeing that. So the benefit of her moving back is not there anymore. It's not there.
No.
And we are a better squad as a whole right now, right?
Yeah, and again, there's a reason why we went in the summer with a limited amount of transfers we did make. We went and bought another striker in Hurling, just because clearly Stina weren't doing it, and he doesn't want to play, or Vivian doesn't want to play the striker anymore. It's bizarre considering that's how she's built a career to this point. Is being one of the most prolific strikers in not just the league but in the world for club and country.
So you said Hurtig said that?
No, I'm talking about Viv. I'm talking about if she doesn't want to play if she doesn't want to play striker, I find that bizarre that she would say she doesn't want to play there anymore because that's her whole career she built on.
Take the shot. It was a good shot, but it was just. I think I wanted to take it earlier.
I find it hard to believe. I think Jonathan's just coming. He's trying to be clever, and it's backfired on him. Because with him doing that now, trying to be clever,
Reem gets there. He does not get there. Reem is good. Like Gakpo's having a lot of fun. He is having a lot of fun right now because as soon as the counter happens, he's just taking off, and Reem's chasing him down.
Go! Finish the game, please. Kill the game now. Oh, for God.
Why is she waiting? Seems like she's waiting for the defense to come up. Just take the shot. Like she takes that shot as soon as she gets to the 18. Like right there, boom. Nope, she waits for the defender to close it down. And I think that needed to be taken sooner. I mean, I'm being picky, but you need to, like you said, you need to close this match out. I just lost Ryan again. It's a nice thing they're showing there. Stat: U.S. is recovering 10 seconds faster the ball than Netherlands, but the problem is it's not helping them get good shots. Oh crap! I just got an alert. Just got an alert. Not a good one. Not a good one. And Netherlands are deep. It's like we're in extra time here. Let's 30 seconds on the clock here. Dumfries gets the ball, puts a cross in, and once again, nobody covers the man coming in. And Blin takes a shot, puts it into the near post, and scores. Netherlands finish up the half the way they started the half with a goal. Wow. U.S. was looking at the locker room and not trying to finish off this half. Give up a goal. Basically, give up the goal at right at the whistle there.
Totally, and both goals as well for Holland to come against another play because they've let you have all the ball and you've got opportunities, a couple here and there, but nothing he made of it really.
And you can see, you can see the defender. He basically takes his eye off.
Yeah,
just takes his eye off. He looks. You can see him look. You can see the center back looks. You can see the fullback look, and they get there late.
Defend! Don't you? What are you standing there for?
Why did Niederman just stood there and looked at the ball? Like, get the ball out of the box.
Caitlin, literally, the ball's there, everyone. The ball is here, and Caitlin's standing there. She knows there's an attacker coming towards her, and it's just stands at a statue. Like, no attempt to go and get the ball. And almost gives away a penalty if the player had gone down. Fucking hell. And the thing is, we can see now there's no recovery from this because we're now in injury time now. However long that may be. Well done, goalie.
The only way the U.S. is going to rally is if they shoot, man. They don't look like they want to shoot. It's all their defense look really poor, and I don't know.
There's no indication of how much injury time we've got, by the way, on my screen.
Yeah, I don't see anything over here as well, but it is benefiting Everton. And we can't get that long ball out, and every ball seems to be going to the team in blue.
God.
Boom. There we go. Yeah.
5-0. Chelsea winning now.
Chelsea is, well, like I said, the difference is they have a striker. I mean, it might be a striker, but we're not, like you said, we're not using her.
Right in scored. Jesse Fleming, Fran Kirby, Charles, and Sam Kerr just scored. Yeah. I don't. Again, we need to get in terms of the women's team. They now need to get between now and the winter break. Get to that winter break still where we are, if not win. Basically, get ourselves in that top spot by some miracle, and just keep ourselves in the title race. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say here. And then come when the window opens, be more active than you were in the summer. A lot more active from the get go. Get a striker and can score goals, for crying out loud. Christina isn't the one. Leah Herling, I don't know if she's injured or not, or what's going on there. Beth Mead's out, so you need to replace the goals that Beth Mead will contribute to as well. Because Viv can't do it on her own. I know she scored today, but literally, the amount of chances we've had today, and with better quality, we win this game comfortably. It's been so frustrating to watch because, one sec, free kicks coming in, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Today would be nice, girls. And this is what I'm saying now, because it's 1-0, Everton are going for it in the last few minutes here.
As they should, right?
Yeah. Which, if we took our chances, this wouldn't be happening.
Yeah. And also, since you move Meader out of the middle, you don't have control of the ball. So,
well, that's where we've got Everbucci on the bench. So if you're playing, when you're bringing off Steiner or not starting Steiner, you're putting Vivian down the middle. You put someone at Everbucci where you want to play Vivian, but put Everbucci there. We get more of the ball then, more control of that ball in that part of the pitch.
Yep. Yeah.
Something's telling me, since Everbucci got that injury back in December last year, or since she's come back from the Asia Cup, something's telling me that them two have had Everbucci and Jonas have had a falling out, because ever since then she's barely started for us, let alone played for us. She's not been injured. It just makes no sense.
Yeah.
And especially when you consider when she came to us, the first half of the season, she was phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah. So the U.S. has most of possession, same number of shots on target.
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing everything they can with the ball at their feet. It's not taking any. Yeah, that's just a really bad way to end the half. They need to come out firing because, I mean, like I said, they've got 2 goals in them. Now they need 2 goals just to keep their hopes alive, as they say. And the U.S. does not have a history of coming back after giving up their first goal. So this is going to be crazy. Let's see. They're showing what happens there, and that's just the defense was just really poor.
Oh my
Gap
God,
post
I
and
thought it was going to creep in there for Everton. Bloody hell. Oh, Jesus.
Kyle Adams is to blame for that goal because he didn't track his man who was standing right next to him. They're showing the replays of the goals. U.S. Weah had a really good shot at the near post. Goalkeeper makes a really good save.
Yeah.
But we need more of that. I mean, man, with all the touches we're having, we need those types of shots. Goalkeeper has to make a save as opposed to, not. It's just crazy. Another player just comes into the box and is not marked and just able to get a shot. And the defense.
I mean, if Christian takes that chance there, they're showing Christian's chance at the start the first half. If he scores that, this is a different game.
Yep.
For a player of his ilk, he's played for Dortmund and now and for Chelsea, won a Champions League with Chelsea as well. He shouldn't be basically like getting a deer in headlights moment. He should be able to finish that. There was no defender around him.
Yep.
All he had to do is beat the goalkeeper.
Yep. It's
Are we actually going to keep it in the corner? Are we playing that game seriously?
Well, I mean, the game should be won now, right? You got the ball, like you said.
Full-time whistle's gone, yeah.
There you go.
It's sort of pass the ball to each other and then the whistle's been blown. Arsenal win 1-0. 1-0, if I'm being honest, is flattering to Everton. They did it, apart from the last few minutes of that game in injury time, they didn't do anything in this game in terms of cause us any threat. Only reason they caused us threat in the last few minutes in the injury time was because it was 1-0, because they smelt there's a chance they could nick something in this game still. And yet again, like I said earlier, for the last 12 months, it was basically since Jonas has come in, really, these sort of games come and go. It's not a one-off thing. We come home or away against these sort of teams where we should be winning 4 5-0 respectively, home or away, and we don't take our chances. We get one. We take one if we're lucky, and then literally we'll spend the entire rest of the match having 10 to 15 chances and not score.
Yep. Yeah.
Yet we're seeing now Man United have caught up, and the women's team they've caught up. They've beaten Aston Villa today 5-0 at home.
Yep.
Chelsea are currently 5-0 up already against Leicester City at half time.
Yep.
In that game.
Yep.
And I said it earlier. We need to win these sort of games 4-5-0.
Yeah.
Because if we are going to be in a title race come to that final game of the season, like it was last year, it could come down to the goal difference. Who wins it could come down to that.
Yep.
And when to start scoring enough.
Yeah. And you can't defend on your defense when you only get one goal. I mean, it's just
no.
Even if you get your starters back, I mean, you have to do much better going forward, much better, and that's it's So no, I mean, for me, it's like you kind of felt like this was going to have a better season than last season. The team might be better. They may actually finish lower in the table. You know what I mean? I mean, how did United come and just like come out so as fast as they've come out this season? It wasn't as if we weren't chasing Chelsea last year for a title. Now it looks like it's a different two-horse race, as they say. Yeah.
Sorry about that. Mark keeps dropping out. I was saying, I personally think in terms of the women's team, I said after the West Ham game, last game of the season, we lost that to the title. not only keeping, if we were to keep Viv, that would be huge, but we needed to add to the squad. We needed more breadth in depth, not just offensively, but in our midfield as well, which has come back to root. What did we do all summer? We let players go for free that ended their contracts, so we didn't want anymore. We renewed Vivian, we renewed Caitlin, and there's someone else we renewed as well in terms of their contracts that they'd ended, and we just renewed their contracts. Others we just let go, and we never replaced it. We never went out and filled their spots. All we did was the only spot we filled was Lydia Williams left for nothing, so we brought in the new goalkeeper is our number 2 from American goalkeeper.
Wolford, I think. Wolford, I think it was. I think Wolford. Yeah. No, I was just looking at this. There's a tweet here from or Benho, I think is how you say that. Arsenal women's expected goals was a 3.3. Miedema had 7 shots, 6 on target.
1 goal.
So
1 goal.
And I didn't even see the goal, but I saw a lot of the opportunities she had.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know what more. That's what we need. That is Robert Van Persie right there. You need to put those goals in because guess what?
Yeah.
You're the best. You are the best chance we have of scoring.
Yeah.
Right. She's the best player she should be the best player on the team. Right now, right? Exactly. Because Mead is out, Leah Williamson is out, so she's usually our best player.
Kim Little's out as well. We forget about that.
She's our best player on the team right now, playing on the starting 11, and we need more from her. Yes, 1-0, but it doesn't need to be that close. Shouldn't be that close. I mean, it's all relative, right?
As I was saying about as I say, we let players go in the summer for nothing. Nikita I agreed with because we got something for her. We let her go, which I agreed with because she wasn't offering us nothing at all really. There's no real difference. She's in the same at United this season so far. But we'd never
United is sitting
bringing
ahead
the goalkeeper
of us,
and the girl that we bought from Barcelona, who then, by the way, we then brought her in just to loan her out to Everton, who we're now contemplating bringing back because obviously Beth's now injured.
Yeah, but, and you know what? Based on what you're just saying, why wasn't she just? Why couldn't she just contributed now?
Yeah, it's just Arsenal in general, Jonas and the team that they deal with the women's transfers and all that, and identify what players he wants. Not they just sat back all summer. It's like because they missed that by a point in the end of the title and all that. Oh, we're so close. This team, we don't need to really make much additions. I said we needed additions. I know there's a Euros during the summer and all that, but you can still do your job and bring in players before and after the tournament. Get us ready for the season because it's come back and bit us on the back. So we lost Beth for the season now, and now we're putting Knights of Kate McCabe out in that wing because they've got no one else because you just relied on her not being injured basically. Kim Little. We don't know when she's due back. She's been out for a while now. We're missing her massively in that midfield. Jordan also she's only just come back from injury. She's not, and she's reaching the tail end of her career as well. You had Leah and Salazar, 2 centre backs at the same time get injured, and we've had to rely on makeshift defences basically here, there, and everywhere. And as you say, in terms of and I said this before you came on. I said this in the first office about Stina, but Stina, she's done nothing. She's come in for me. She's done nothing for me to convince me she's a better striking option than what we had. And this before she even came in, and we had Vivian up top. There's nothing telling me different on that.
Well,
there was never going
to be anybody that was equal to Vivian up top.
No, but you know what I'm saying. So, Jonas is this whole thing of Jonas. He's brought her in Swedish, and no matter what, since he started, initially bled her in and all, but once she became a starter, no matter what her form is, she's always starting. There's no consequence to her form.
Yeah, so they finally
as well. At least at Chelsea, with Emma Hayes, if you're at a form, you ain't playing.
Yeah, and
You have to work your way back into the team. You have to fight.
yeah,
It seems a bit too laid back for me, and it's costing us now.
yeah. U.S. just started up
Yeah, it's
here.
definitely up underway. By the way.
Reina's coming for Ferreira. So the experiment at
Yeah.
number 9 is still continuing. Reina's been. I think a lot of people have been asking for Reina since the first game. They've been asking for Reina. We'll see what he does now. He's gonna have to basically answer everybody's questions as to what happens when we need to score. Well, we need to score now. So need a striker from the U.S. Cross comes in and goalkeeper has to punch it out. Man, I don't think Netherlands is going to sit back like they did in that first half, and U.S. is going to have to play a lot better all around the pitch now. I think. This is the problem now. They sat back and just waited for the U.S. on the counter and killed them every time, and now they can just play some regular football, which is not good for U.S. They need to get a goal quickly here. Need to push this gets ahead of there, and let's see. The last time U.S. trailed by 2 goals was 7 years ago to the Netherlands.
Yeah,
came back and won 4-3. So you're making noise there. I don't know if that's good enough.
No, that's my chair. I was sitting my chair needs spraying like the WD-40 stuff.
Oh.
My apologies.
No, so I was trying to look at the women's team because it doesn't show the positions, and I'm not good on the positions right now. But who plays wings for us?
Caitlin Ford plays majority of the time. Caitlin Ford, who by the way is for a country is a striker, so that's centre forward. But for Arsenal under Jonas, he plays at left wing.
Who's that?
Caitlin Ford, number 19.
What about do we need another one? What about on the other side?
And Beth Mead's on the right when she was available, when she weren't injured. But today, Kate McKay played right wing.
I didn't feel like I saw her out there enough today.
No.
Like I saw her in the middle of the pitch a lot, like she was coming from midfield.
Yeah.
This is just too easy. Now the U.S. has got to get their head. Come on.
You've got a corner from my end anyway. My head. I think.
You're ahead of me, but they got to play. They got to come in a little bit more. Gay's got McKennie coming on the right hand side, puts the ball out to Weah. Weah takes an extra touch and.
Oh my god! Oh, you got to see something. You're not gonna. Oh, you're gonna lose your mind in a minute.
Weah, I don't know what he just slows up for what reason, and Ake is able to get in front of the ball.
From the corner you're gonna see in a minute, you're gonna lose your mind at how you're not back in this game. Absolutely lose your mind.
All right, so here comes Pulisic putting the cross in on my side.
There we go. Ready?
Crosses in, and
see what I mean? I'm not wrong, am I? You're gonna lose your mind.
You know what? He's a defender, so in fairness to him, he's not even supposed to be in that position. But I don't know. You're down 2. Come on, you gave up a goal in the first game of this World Cup. You need to redeem yourself with another goal. Come on. You got to do better than that. Put your foot through that thing.
Fucking hell.
Wow. We are into the 50th minute here. The U.S. has gotten more than enough opportunities, and the scoreline is going to look worse than it should. Worse than it should.
I mean, Turner's made a great save, by the way. So stops an own goal happening, put it that way. From Zealand.
So you need to bring Vickers in now and just try and close this thing out because they are getting too much. Oof. Oh, man.
You're just overcommitting now because you're 2-0 down. you're trying to overcommit to get an early goal back into the game,
Yeah.
and you overcommit, but not when you overcommit, the players aren't tracking back quick enough. It's causing leaving massive holes in the defence and midfield. So far,
oh, come on!
What the fuck was that?
Somebody stand up for this in this game, please. Get these guys back into the match here. You got Tyler Adams playing out on the left side now. It's a little strange, but oof! And a pass from McKennie gets intercepted. Oh, Tyler's in there, good. And here we go. What do we do here? Come on, got Way is able to get the ball. Oh, gets the ball to Dust. Dust takes a shot, which is how in the world did he? Wow! Talk about shank. He kicked it to the far post. It was way off. You think it goes out for at least a goal kick? No, it swerves for a throw in deep in the defensive side. Wow. And a couple of switch offs from Arsenal's from US's big players, and Holland, Netherlands is taking advantage every time. It's
so Kate, going back to Arsenal, but Kate McKay was out in the wing today on the right where Beth would be. Kate and 4, 9 times out of 10 is always out on the left, no matter what, for whatever reason. Stina, no matter what her form is, like I said before, she could be literally 10 games no goals, and she still starts. She starts down the middle. I mean, what sort of glaring for me? Match day 2 for what was it? Match day 2.
That is not. I mean, it's a shot on target, but nobody thinks that's scoring. I mean,
no. Unless
from where you are, you're outside the 18, and this is a nice pass.
The only way that's going to go in is if he hits it. He aims top bins on the opposite side of the goal.
Yeah, I don't like you. And it wasn't as if he didn't have time to put his foot through that thing and put some air underneath that ball.
You're creating chances. It's just not taking them.
I mean,
But as I say, Stina against Reading, literally 30 seconds into the game, one-on-one the goalkeeper hits it the goalkeeper. And that's what Stina does. He's 9 times out of 10 those shots are straight down the goalkeeper's throat.
There we go. McKennie's got it. He puts a long ball in. It gets out. Does he?
That's my head in.
Reyna's got it. Chelsea score again. Ay. Oh, and McKennie's not ready to shoot. Come on. You have to be ready to Are you not watching the Netherlands team? They are ready to shoot before they get to the 18. He's standing on the 18, not ready to shoot. He calls for the ball and then stops. And after that, he has to put a touch on it and then boots it over the goal. I mean, that's just, I think sometimes you just have to continue into the box. You stop on the outside, you get nothing, you know?
Oh, dear.
This is not... Let's back to the Turner here. Come on. So ball out, and that's the thing. Reyna looks like he's more engaged, but everybody else up there, like I haven't seen. Pulisic needs to get back into this match, and Weah needs to get back in this match. Oh boy, oh man.
I didn't realize he was on. Stephen Bergwijn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh, for God's sake, hit the pass.
U.S. is not. Oh, that's weird. They haven't put the subs in, which is weird because I know they put subs in because Reyna's in now. This is weird. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, U.S. You gotta get this goal. Change this.
Thing is, you are showing that you can get at the defense. It's just that final bit,
Yeah.
confidence. I don't know what it is.
Nobody wants to take that shot. That's the problem. I mean, nobody wants to be the man to take it. Just take. Somebody's gonna have to take a shot. Take the. Put the team on your back.
I mean, if it's a pressure thing that's getting to them, what they're going to be like in 4 years' time when you're hosting the World Cup? Yeah. I mean, I know there'll be 4 years' experience.
Well, I mean, these players have played for Stings. They played and won a. They won a trophy, a cup in CONCACAF. So it's not like they haven't played for a trophy. Like I said, they played against Mexico, and they know what it takes to win a trophy. All of these players do, I believe.
Yeah. So
it's not like they haven't played for. This is the same thing. I mean, it's definitely wearing them down, but still, I don't. US will be out in 40 minutes the way they're playing right now because they don't seem like they're going to get away back into this match. They need to get a goal in.
Yeah, this is the start of the knockout rounds, Mr. Bungle. So it's literally if you lose, you're out basically.
Yeah.
Last 16 today. Could also have extra time and penalties in the knockouts. Yay!
Yeah.
And going by the quality of this World Cup so far, I think that's going to be a dominant thing in these knockout rounds.
Yeah. Hey there, Stefan.
Big up, Stefan. How you doing, my friend? So hang on, yeah. If the championship's back next week, why is Sunderland and Millwall have to play today? That's weird. The England game is tomorrow, Mr. Bungle, 7 o'clock UK time, kickoff wise. You've got this game on now, and then at 7 o'clock tonight, UK time, you have Argentina versus Australia.
Yeah.
And then you've got France versus Poland in the afternoon kickoff tomorrow, followed by England versus Senegal. And then the winners of this game play the winners of the Argentina game, and the winners of the France game play the winners of the England game in the quarterfinals. I mean,
oof. It's weird because you can see Pulisic not going down like he got shot in the leg, even though Van Dijk does kick him right on the knee. And I think that's the problem. They don't get they're not going to get the yellows because they kind of bite their lip when they get kicked, and it's like you get kicked in your knee, and then you go down, and then eventually it wears down, and next thing you know, you're hurt.
That would frustrate me. Seeing the players call for the ball, and the ball comes in, and they just stand there and let Van Dijk clear it so easily. So, well, he's booked. He's in trouble. For Haaland, I mean. There's no need for that either. Just completely swapped, body checked Pulisic there.
Come on. There's no movement. They're just standing in the box. Okay. How in the world are you supposed to...
For? I didn't see him come on.
Who's that?
Vayner.
Yeah, he came in at halftime. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's why I missed it then.
Yeah. Oof. They didn't bait you in. You just ran it. You just ran over him. They said he baited him. He's sitting there with the ball. You run through the man. Guess what? It looks like that's what it looks like when you just run through somebody.
That's poor from Christian. You'll see in a second. That's absolutely piss poor.
Got 30 minutes left in this match. As you said, Pulisic's about to take a free kick, and the future says it's not bright.
Good save from that. Well done.
It's
Good
not
save
good.
there.
That's not good to hear. His cross comes in. It's probably about 4 feet in the air.
It was a poor free kick. Trust me.
And Gatpo in the middle. Whenever I say Gatpo in the middle, just think something bad's about to happen. Every time he's in the middle like that, it's just bad news. Yeah. And
Stefan saying, just think.
Just loses the ball. Gatpo with the ball in the middle, takes a shot, and he's able to block it. Gets another try. The U.S. is just this is not going to work. Somebody wake up, man.
Mate. Well done, mate. Well done, mate. Got fouled. Well done.
Nobody's attacking the ball. I don't like when they just stand there and watch the ball roll around. Nobody's attacking that ball. You got to move. I don't care. You got to get closer to that ball. They're just standing there watching it roll around, and they're getting all. Think about it. You know how I say you need time on the ball to get a shot off? We are giving Netherlands all the time in the world to take a shot.
Yeah.
I mean, the ball's there.
A few minutes ago, as I say, before the free kick, a few minutes when you had mentioned about the ball outside of the box, you had 3 players in there calling for the ball. So the guy crosses it in, and they also stood. None of them jumped for the ball to head it or challenge the head.
Yeah.
The ball came in, they stood there and allowed Van Dijk unchallenged to clear the ball. It's like, why call for it if you're not going to challenge for it yourself?
True. They don't. I like. Somebody needs to want, like you said. Somebody needs to want this ball,
my God, defend,
and they don't. Defend.
Oh, get up, you diving bastard!
Oh boy.
Dumfries is currently down playing.
He's been screaming all game.
Yeah.
And now they're just going to play that kind of game, right? Because the U.S. isn't going to just take it from them. I mean, they're not taking the game back away from them. I mean, wow. And then now Dumfries just leaves the ball and goes down in a heap. Yeah. Should be a penalty is what I'm hearing on this commentator. There's no way that's a penalty. Stop it, man. Come on. This is football, right? I mean, come on.
The contact is for crying out loud, but he didn't make no contact for him to go down like he did.
No.
He lost the ball.
Gatpo with the ball in the middle to Depay. And he's still able to do whatever. Okay, ball's back to McKennie. Let's go. Come on, U.S. What are they waiting for them for? And he just runs through his back. And does he get the call? Nope. Should have just went down. And U.S. is not. This is really disappointing. U.S. needs to sub again, it looks like, because these guys don't look like they needed a little bit more energy.
Get some more. 10 more subs coming on side. 2 more subs. We've got number 19 coming on, whoever that is, and the lad from Leeds that they brought in.
Aronson?
I think that's it. Number 11, or whatever it was.
I think it's Aronson.
Aronson, yeah, that's Aronson. That's it, yeah.
Oh man.
Aronson and number 19.
19. Who is that? Oh, Haji, right? Okay. Yep.
Oh, Mr. Bonga, it's a new thing, isn't it? So he's a contract. Who made that?
Yeah. No, this is good. They're trying to get some kind of push forward. I'm not sure what that means for Reina's in. What does that mean for who's coming out? That's a little. I'm not sure who's going to come out now. Because if Haji's coming in, either way, or Pulisic's coming out, I guess. And if Aronson's coming in, who's going to go off? Musa or McKennie? And Robinson's down. So this is let's see. Robinson is in front, and I don't.
In the room or outside? In the room or outside? Outside of your bedroom. Oh. Okay, thank you.
This was the problem going into this game. Robinson was injured like a couple months before this, so it's like, is he gonna be back? And he was able to come back, and he's played well, but now he's down again, which is unfortunate because we kind of don't need to take any, unless he was coming off. Yeah, I don't know. We were just talking about Arsenal women. It's like
themselves, yeah.
And it's like it's like you have Miedema who could score 20 goals in a season for Arsenal, and you restrict her a little bit. And as you say, you bring in Blackstenius, who isn't going to get you 10 goals in a season, the way it seems. So what did you do? What are you doing?
Number McKennie's been taken off.
Yeah. That's the only place they could go. What is it, Musa or McKennie, depending for Aronson. So I think these guys are tired. I mean, that's why they're coming off. I don't think it's because, and Way is coming off too.
It looked like it. That's what I thought.
Yeah, Way is coming off, it looks like. And he said McKennie too.
Yeah.
Yeah. These guys need to come in and do something here. Medford, New Jersey. That's just probably about half an hour away from where I live. All right.
So McShay again.
Come on, US. Attack the ball. It's your ball. I don't care who's got it on their feet.
We've done it, Stephen. I've done it. Mr. Munger's a mod again. On his new account. He is a mod. Relax.
Kobe in the middle. Gakpo in the middle again. I just every time he turns into the middle like that, I'm just like, we're in trouble. I know that's where he's playing up top, but it's just punishing every time I see that.
And Mr. Bunger's changed his profile picture again from KFC to something else now. Oh, it's Crown or some sort. Or from KFC and stuff. To a clown out of nowhere. Mr. Tom saying someone feeling out of place, can't be having that. Oh dear. In the meantime, I'm freezing to fucking death here.
Put two hands on somebody's waist. I assume that's it's one of those things where you hey, Mr. Bundle, you're back. Nothing has changed here. It's still 2-0 Netherlands, and for all the opportunities the US has had, they have not been able to do anything with it. Ball's out wide. Cross comes in. Zarin clears it out. And
house, just I'm in the house, but it's still fucking goal. Temperatures dropped massively. Oh, Jesse Fleming got the sixth, by the way, for Chelsea. Still 6-0.
That's well, I mean, that's crazy. But when you have a striker and she's world class, then that's what you get. Like, it opens up things for everybody else. We supposedly have 3 world-class players. 2 are injured. And, I guess Chelsea has most of their players healthy, and that might be the difference too, right? So, Robinson puts a tackle in, but he's not able to. Corner coming for Netherlands here. We are, almost 20 minutes left or just over 20 minutes left in this thing. U.S. fans look really quiet in the stands.
Yeah.
Gatpo, and this is the thing. So Gatpo, did he lose money today? Because he was making money the last 3 games, right?
Yeah.
Did he lose money today? And like I said, the U.S. needed to clamp down, and I think they did because he hasn't been much of a threat
Oh, Turner, what a save.
inside the 18. But he's been definitely part of the reason why they've scored their goals because he's been bringing that ball into the attacking area.
Mr. Tom saying only 6-0, and they have female Fergie and Sam Kerr, only 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Female Fergie. Oh.
As
Well,
Emma Hayes.
they also have Bright in the middle there, which is
that does help.
Wow, 2 saves from Turner. I mean, and in the U.S., I mean, this is where your goalkeeper needs to be screaming at his players, not because they do anything bad, but wake up. We got to get another goal. I'm doing all the work I can do on the back. I can do it as much as I'm doing. I need you guys to put a goal in for me, please.
If they had scored from the rebound, he was going by their little system that they have in this World Cup. He would have been offside. Flag did go up as well, but no.
Ball goes through.
Oh, good reaction either way. It's good, still good save, and a good reaction save from Matt Turner.
Yeah, it's funny. You guys are saying not putting the heat on. Weird. Like, I have oil. We have oil heat here. Yeah, I don't know where the offsides is there, but it's definitely good from Turner to make sure it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I mean, come on, these guys look like they're just like going. It's just practicing here.
Yeah.
They're just kind of walking around here. Come on, let's go. You don't have a chance. You don't have a chance.
Hell. I mean, you got smacked in the head by the looks of it, but
yeah, no, definitely, Mr. Tom. That goal to close out the half was really disappointing, and definitely did not help out the U.S. going into the locker room. And it came out looking just like it really, as you say, stung them, and they haven't recovered from it. And all it did was it just made it easier for Netherlands, who were playing their, a good, their the way they wanted to.
Yeah.
And Gio Reyna takes a shot, which does a partay impression and high and wide, and now he's down hurt. What?
A bit of whiplash on the way down.
I couldn't see the replay here. Showing the replay now. He takes the shot.
Go. Oh, what are you doing, you moron?
He hits his head, but he's doing it.
For USA, you're seeing a sec. Right, that came on. Basically, Connor make a mistake, and he looks to counteract it, but takes a heavy touch for no reason. And screws himself.
You got Tyler Adams to Reyna. Reyna kicks it, tries to kick it through Ake, does not go. Dest cannot hold on to the ball. Tyler Adams is chasing. They're chasing these teams. Oh my gosh. Take the shot the first time.
Yeah, Dest has just been taken off now for Yadlin.
Why isn't he just taking a shot? What is he going to... Why is... If you step out, all you do is you bring in the center back anyways. You might as well just take the shot the first time. Right?
Because someone's just attacked the fucking ball. Just don't let fucking Holland clear it so easily. Oh, Christian. Game on.
Good. I'm not getting an alert on my phone.
You're actually saying You needed it. It's the sort of goal you needed to get yourselves back in. Sorry to spoil you, but you're still enjoying it anyway. Fucking hell.
You said you weren't going to say anything. You
I
can hold back.
apologise.
Pulisic with the cross in.
I was getting frustrated myself. I'm in neutral.
Okay, clears it, and Yelling gets a touch on it, gets it out to Pulisic. Has the ball. He puts a cross in, and oh my! And I don't think Haji Wright even realized what he did there. I don't think he realized what he did.
What? Okay.
Or went after the defender, one of the two. But it was, I'll take the goal. However it comes, I'll take it. Look, it's actually a ball into the box, and with the opportunity to score. It's the only way you're gonna win is if you put the ball. Nice pass to Pulisic. He puts the cross in, and it goes off. I think it goes off of right, and it goes to the far corner. The goalkeeper has no chance at that one. He's not thinking it's going to go there. Does it go off? Let's see. Does it go off? Yeah, it goes there. Yeah. Haji Wright swings at the ball and is able to get a nice touch on it. And here we go.
Mr. Tom, there you go, Mr. Tom.
Hopefully that wakes up the U.S. because now they should try and get a goal as opposed to that was not necessarily intended. I don't think he intended to do that, but he'll take a touch.
We've got another chance here. It's going to be 2-2. No, the keeper comes out and clears it, but Holland are now shook there.
No, they should be. They should have been shook as soon as coming out of the half.
Now, Holland, what we're seeing from Holland now since the goal, is basically what we saw at 0-0 when the game started.
True, and and that's all it took is to get them in a situation where they have to, are they gonna try and get that
Good
third
goalkeeping again? That Turner putting Bergwijn off like that.
Pulisic gets a touch on it. Oh, why isn't it? He does give it to Haji Wright. Oh, come on!
He doesn't
come on!
I
don't know which was it. Haji Wright, was it a bad pass? I don't know, but something needed to be right there, and it wasn't. It was a nice pass from I think Pulisic to Haji Wright. It had a little bit too much on it, or Haji Wright was late to make the run. I don't know, but Memphis Depay gets the ball in, and Turner makes a good play, and Bergwijn has to pushes that wide.
I'll be honest. I'm with you, Tom. There, I had straight the goalkeeper.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, unless the U.S. players make it to Europe, right? You're never going to hear their names, right?
Mm.
I mean, unless Europe,
European teams pick them up. What's the MLS week in, week out as well? Yeah.
Well, a lot of times they're coming out of like Pulisic never even played in college, so he came out.
No.
He came out based on his U.S. international play, if I recall, when he went to Germany. So, Pulisic took, and once again, he's taking shots that are just rollers. Like if that, come on, there's no way you're scoring like that. Are you right? No. I mean, what's the point of taking that shot? It just rolled it to the goalkeeper. I mean, the goalkeeper like waiting for it to come. Just you got to put your foot through the thing, man. That's the difference between the goals from the Netherlands and the shots that are being taken by the U.S. They have no sting on them. The goalkeepers doesn't have to make any play on them because the ball is just. Oh my God! Chelsea scored again.
7-0.
What's funny is not funny, but before those two goals, Arsenal was 4 goals back in the goals for department, and now they're 6, but with a game in hand, I'm not sure they got 6 goals in them for 3 games, much less just the one.
Chris is in the chat, says it's Ian Wright and Roman legend Haji's love child in terms of Haji Wright.
Yeah. Cross comes in, and that's the only way. And Haji Wright is there, and the defender has to kick it out. Haji Wright is putting pressure on their back line. You can see Pulisic is tired, not coming out though. Got just over 10 minutes to go in this match. U.S. needs a goal to take this to extra time. Let's get that second goal, and nobody's attacking the ball. I don't get it. They just don't. What's the point of like putting a cross in if you're not even gonna attack the ball? Goalkeeper, I know gets his. I mean, I'd rather the goalkeeper get hit because you're trying to attack the ball than nothing. Nothing. You need to score a goal here. Oh crap! I just got an alert. So
Yeah, you have a go at me.
So you did really well there, Ryan. But US, let's see here. Blinn puts his cross in, and there's nobody there on the far side. And Dumfries, who's been screaming all day, finally gets to scream for a good reason. And he basically, I think he may have won this for his team. Wow. Nobody was on that far corner covering that far post. He comes in unmanned. Wow. And this is not a good way to finish up the half again. This is how they. Looks like that could be the game. Look, he's off. You can see him put his hand. How does he have his hand up the entire time and nobody calls for help? Nobody's calling for help. Somebody should be covering that side of the pitch, right? It's a left back, so that's got to be Robinson. Where is he? He's stuck playing the guy right in the middle next to the center back. He's left. So they scored a goal to get him close, and then basically defensive woes again let US down, and and now they bring on Simmons. Even better. So now like you're really down in the dumps, and now they're like, you know what? We're just gonna bring on Simmons, who we know we've seen play against Arsenal, and now they're in trouble if they make a mistake, because he loves to score more than Gakpo. Oh my gosh, Xavi! I think it is Simmons, right? Is Xavi Simmons? I think is his name.
Xavi Simmons, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he's on the pitch now. A youngster, probably got a really, really big future for him. I don't know why I thought he was French, but I was wrong. I was thinking he was French, but in my head, but he's at PSG, right?
PSV.
No, PSV. What am I saying?
Yeah, tore us a new one in the away game.
He did. And now he has nothing to lose now because we have to spread ourselves thin here. And Robinson loses the ball out of bounds, which epitomizes the way this game is going for US. The ball comes to him and he just misses it. I'm going to have to go in a little bit because I do have a show coming up at 12 or my time.
Anyway.
So it's less than 7 minutes here, or 7 minutes left. And they just don't have anybody up. I mean, he's waiting for somebody to come up, Aronson, and there's just nobody there. And now De Jong just kicks the ball away, knowing that Gakpo is going to stand over it. And US isn't just ready to kick the ball. Make the official pull a yellow, kick it into him, do something. Come on, let's go. Some sense of urgency here. Ball goes into the box, and Ake is able to get it to it, and US gets the ball back. That's the one thing they've been able to do, is they've been able to recover the ball quickly. The trick is they just don't take the ball into the 18 with any kind of authority here, and ball is lost there. Just too many orange shirts to get by. Oh no. Boy. Yeah.
Oh dear. Are you bound for tomorrow's game? Tomorrow night, the England game? Are you working?
Probably not. Because I probably will be around because I think Ray's been taking a bit of a break with the World Cup on, so we'll see if he has a show tomorrow. He hasn't said he isn't, but he hasn't said he is. So we shall see. Arsenal. I keep saying Arsenal, but US has got as many shots as Netherlands. Same number of shots on goal. Same number of corners. doesn't look like it.
And with that sort of shows where you need to improve over the next 4 years to make a solid.
Yeah, Haji. Well, we need a striker. We don't have one. Do not have a striker. And you know what? Like I said, the guy who scored the winning goal to get them into the World Cup isn't even on this trip. I think he's pretty young, but still, I don't know. If I help you get qualified for the World Cup, I think I might give me a Pulisic's cross in, looks really nice, and Zimmerman tries to do a little over the head shot there, and just a bit wide. But I don't think we expect him to do good there. Ream has had some really good opportunities, and problem is he is a defender.
As I said, that this shows where your strengths and weaknesses are, and where you need to strengthen up in the next 4 years.
Well, it's good to know it. I mean, but we knew it coming in. Yeah, no, for sure. It's got to figure out where you're going to find this striker.
Yeah, that's true.
And the women of Chelsea have scored again. Wow.
The only positive, though, is that from an Arsenal perspective, is Matt Turner's coming back now. So he gets a bit of time to come back, recuperate from his trip, and then be back for, I'm assuming, probably play the West, depending on how far England go as well, actually, saying that.
And
he could be in goal for West Ham game, Boxing Day.
Yeah. Aaronson gets the ball, and he just wants to dribble. I don't get, you have a man open in front of you, just pass it. Why do you don't have to dribble past the defenders? You have two people open in front of you, pass the ball and get into space. I mean, at this point, you don't want to be. He's got guys open. He sees them.
Well, I was about to say, from our perspective as Arsenal fans, this World Cup's been really good to watch from Arsenal fan watching Matt Turner, because it's 4 games, but we've seen him play regularly, and we can actually see what his strengths are, what he gives us, and how good of a number 2 he actually really is.
Yeah,
we've only seen him in spats throughout the Europa League.
So just whining. I don't know why he's whining.
You probably see him against Oxford in the FA Cup because he's Oxford.
Yeah. Well, you know what? The strengths are, I believe, the strengths that we all knew, right? He is.
But it's nice to see it a bit more regularly than just a shot here and there.
Yeah, he's a good shot blocker, and he's shown that. I don't think that was the issue. I think the concern was whether or not he was going to be able to help us play out from the back more than anything, right? And I don't think he's there yet. I don't think he got to work on that in this here, right?
I think it's at the right club though, because obviously the way Arteta and Arsenal want to play out from the back, and with someone like Ramsdale, we're working alongside him on a regular basis. I think that will get into his game.
Yeah,
we'd like to hope so anyway. He's young enough for that to develop into his game. So it's not like he's in the end zone of his career and all that. He can't learn that sort of stuff. He can learn it. It's just going to take a bit of time. But the more time he's working alongside the likes of Ramsdale and the coaching team at Arsenal, the more you're going to see more of that going forward. Yeah, and it'll benefit you guys as well.
Yeah,
over the next 4 years going into that World Cup in the games you do play between now and then.
No. I mean, like I said, I think he's shown like you said, he's comfortable in there.
Yeah.
So that's good, but Jesus going injured is one of the concerns we had going in, is that we don't lose any of our crucial players on the pitch, and he's one of them. So he most likely will be out until January. So that's going to be at least 2 matches he's going to miss in the Premier League.
It's again. It's depending how quick we get him back from Qatar now. He has to. If I'm Arsenal, I'm saying, look, you're at the World Cup. I know you know the country's still in it, but you're injured. Could you just come back? If you win, if Brazil going to win the World Cup, we'll fly you out for the final. And if Brazil win, you can get your medal there and then. But in the meantime, just come back, do your rehab.
I'm surprised that it has to be that big of a deal. You can't play for your country, and you're not playing for the rest of the tournament. So
it depends on what the setup is. I'm just saying, let's get him back. Get him back here. Get him on the next flight out possible to get him to London. Get him on that flight. Get him at Coney either tomorrow morning or latest Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
and start his rehab from there, and then we can reassess it every week by week. We can assess it going into the return of the Premier League and all that after this World Cup. I do think it's more likely he'll definitely miss the West Ham game. I think he might be back for Brighton. He might be.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to rush him back even for that.
No.
I mean, it's just like it would have been tough if Brazil made it to the finals and we want to bring him back. He probably wouldn't play, at least definitely in the first match coming in. Now he's got an injury. It doesn't really matter what happens. There's no reason to rush him back at all until the new year. Make sure he's got all those issues resolved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We made another sub. I didn't see who came on or off, but another sub was made by you guys. In 6 minutes, we've got 6 minutes of injury time, by the way.
Yeah,
As I say, that how many making subs?
They brought Yellen in. Who else? They brought Jordan Morris in. Jordan Morris coming in is a little too late. I mean, you need 2 goals, and he's an attacker. What's the point now? With 6 minutes, he should have brought him in like 10 minutes ago.
You should have brought him in literally the second he got back into the game with 15 minutes to go.
Yeah, I mean, he is in for scoring, and you need scoring. And 6 minutes, what is the point of that? I mean, and all right.
Well, yeah, Holland are getting ready to make 2 subs. I think Delit's one of them coming on. Don't know why they're being Delit on when they're winning 3-1. It's not like it's like 3-2. You're hanging on for the game.
Got Pulisic is there. We're looking for some. Musa puts the ball in, and Ake is there to clear it, and Gakpo is able to get to it. No. Ream's able to get a foot on it. There you go. The only way you can score is if you come on. You need to move the ball forward. It's the only way this works. Got to move it closer to the other goal.
So yeah, Nathan Ake and Gakpo are going off.
Musa has it. Come on, you got to put a big cross in there. Puts a cross in there, and it gets intercepted very nicely by Dijon.
So was it 8-0 you said now with Chelsea?
It's 8-0, yeah. So they are just rolling there. So, and I think they are more established than Arsenal in terms of they haven't had to go in and just
squad depth and all that.
Yeah, they had a lot of that going in. Plus, of course, I keep saying it, they have a world-class striker.
Plus,
guess what they have? A world-class striker, a world-class scorer. Guess what Arsenal used to have? A world-class scorer, right? A world-class striker. But she doesn't play there.
We used to have up till a couple of weeks ago, we had a world-class winger that scored goals and created goals for us.
Yes.
We ain't got that now for the rest of the season.
Yeah. So I think, so the depth is an issue, and players out of position when at some point you're going to like it's almost like for me, Miedema needs to I think they just need to play her. Musa takes a one touch. Yeah. Just play her there, and then because I think the defense is solid as far as, they're missing 2 center backs, and they still can control games, but they cannot score goals. I do have to go. So for those who are, when Ryan's, if you have time, you can come and see me on DWTT. Thanks, Ryan, for having me on. Everybody in the chats, thanks for being here with us. Even though Arsenal women do get the points, get the win. U.S. men look like their time in Qatar is done. So Matt Turner should be on his way home soon.
Yeah.
The Leeds players will be on their way home soon as well.
Yeah, that's true.
And so everybody kind of gets some of their good players back. I think Tyler Adams has secured his spot as a pretty much a good player and a leader for a team. Aronson has still got. What's weird is he kind of doesn't he start for Leeds?
I think so. Yeah. 9 times out of 10, yeah.
And he couldn't start for the US though, which I kind of feel that's kind of weird, So
he's young though, isn't he? He's a young lad still, about 20, 21.
Yeah.
something like that. So it might be a sort of age thing, a bit more experience. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, but I guess but for me, it's you got McKennie and then you had it's McKennie and Musa. So
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I think
don't know.
Musa might be the only player you can deceit there. McKennie's pretty established. So and but anyways, I will see you guys. I do have to go. All right, thanks, Ryan.
Right, mate.
I'll talk
No
to you
worries. I'll
later.
see you soon, mate.
Yep.
And with that, you got me for the last few seconds of this stream. It was just in literally the last 3 seconds of the game now. Whistle's going to go any second now. Once that happens, we'll be wrapping things up and I'll be going off to get sort myself some dinner out. And as I say, that the whistle has gone. Holland are through to the quarterfinals, the final 8 of the World Cup. Didn't really get tested the way I expected them to get tested today. I mean, there's a big, again, opening stage of this game. Christian Pulisic has a massive chance to put USA in an early lead at 1-0. Fluffs his lines, hits it to the keeper, and USA did have all the ball, the majority of the ball in this game, but just they got shown for what they're lacking, and that's quite literally the final third. They lack in the final third. Christian either thinks of himself and no one else at times, or makes the wrong choice, or he makes the right choice, but people aren't, the quality around him is not to his level as he would see it, and it never really clicked. They got themselves back into the game, 50 minutes to go, and then it's sort of sat back on the laurels and thought, okay, we'll give him a test, and then within 5-6 minutes, it was game over again and 3-1, and for the last 10 minutes then, because of injury time, about 10-11 minutes, the game just petered out and went through the motions, and yeah. But there's pros, as Gary's discussing, there is pros and cons pros you can look at going in for the USA team, going into the next World Cup over the next 4 years, and the cons are, I'd say, but mostly in the midfield slash their front line, where they need to improve over the next 4 years and strengthen in depth. It is got to be where they find the quality over the next 4 years in that side of things. But they've got the 4 years to do it, and then give themselves a good account for themselves as a host nation for the World Cup, or co-host nation, what you want to call them, for the next World Cup in 4 years' time. Oh damn, freezing! Literally, steam's gone off me now. Yeah, so not the real challenge that we were expecting really at the 2 games today, which doesn't bode well for Australia. I'm sorry to say. I think they're going to get absolutely annihilated now. Watching after what I've just seen here, this is for me. This is going to be the tougher game, and yeah, again, I keep saying that USA had all the ball, but they just lacked that final third, that impetus, that cutting edge at the final push. Whereas Holland had next to none of the ball, but when the chances fell to them, basically three times, and every time the ball's in the net. They had two or three other opportunities in between Holland, but Matt Turner made the saves and the double saves and kept his country in it. But yeah, it doesn't bode well for Australia, put it that way, because they've got to go up against Messi and co in a couple of hours' time. Oh dear. Let's go for the chat before we wrap things up. Thank you for giving your time for these streams like that. No problem. Well, Arsenal's already playing. Again, even though the men's team's on hold because of the World Cup, with the women playing anyway, I'm always going to cover the women's team. First and foremost, this is an Arsenal channel. I'm an Arsenal fan. Like most of the people in this channel, in this chat, subscribe to this channel. And obviously, like yourself, Tom, Steph, and even Revenant just popped in. Even the neutrals, you guys come along for the Arsenal content as well, and be it men's or women's game, and you guys enjoy it. So I'm always going to cover the women's game anyway. And when Gary came on, I thought, you know what, we might as well stick around for the entire game for this. It's only fair for him. Obviously, he's took time out of his day to come on and keep me company along with yourselves. And so yeah, I thought it was only fair. Sadly, though, the guys on the pitch didn't completely do their job in the end. But from an Arsenal perspective, Matt Turner comes back. From a Leeds perspective, you got your players, or basically your midfield coming back, basically nice and early. Get a couple of weeks to get back, reclimatise to English weather and training and all that, and get ready for Boxing Day. I don't know if you're in the League Cup still. I can't remember now. But yeah, I'm gonna give a score, but I'm not doing a stream later on for the because again I think Argentina are absolutely. I said it before. That's a weaker game out, the easier game to call out the two games today, and we're going to more likely have an Argentina-Holland quarter final. But I do believe Argentina, for all the good stuff that Australia have done in this World Cup, in terms of even taking the early lead against the world champions, even though they did lose 4-2 in the end, but then bouncing back, getting the 1-0 win in the second game and the 1-0 win against they're playing in the third game now. Is it Denmark? Yeah, Denmark, sorry, and the clean sheet there. And getting this far in the tournament itself, like as I say, referring back to the first game, they took the shock lead maybe against the world champions, but then when the France up the ante, we saw what happened. But then saying that, Saudi Arabia have beaten Argentina in this World Cup, so you never know. It could be. It might just be. It'll be my luck. It'll just be my luck. I'm not doing a stream for the game and Argentina get knocked out by Australia. That would be my bloody luck. No, what good luck to them. But I do think Messi alone is just a different on his day when he wants to turn up for his country. That it's a different animal compared to playing against Denmark and who I can't remember, they played in the game now for Australia. But it's different quality, there's different levels. But we'll see. Obviously, we'll see how that plays out. But we will be back tomorrow, guys, for the England game against Senegal. 6:30. We're going to go live about half hour before kickoff. Go through the teams, have a bit of a build up, see what do what we usually have, a bit of a laugh along the way. Half hour before kickoff, and plus we'll know who our opponents who our potential opponents would be in the quarterfinals if we were to get through tomorrow night. Because obviously France play Poland earlier in the day. And we'll also discuss the outcome of the Argentina game, basically, as well, along the way. And hopefully England do their job tomorrow and get themselves through to final eight as well. Because if they don't, again, tomorrow's not going to be an easy game. I don't expect it tomorrow. I think it's going to be a hard-going game. I think it'll be a goal. If England, again, assuming England win, I think it'll be a goal in it, like 1-0, 2-1, something like that. It's going to be that sort of tighter game because underdogs, and we've seen in this competition so far, when there's underdogs of that ilk, that gulfing the quality between the two teams there, the underdog seems to sort of rise to the occasion and really stick it to the big guns, basically. River Knight is saying, big up Ryan, I just love football, so it's great to see most football clubs have channels so I can keep entertaining with football insight. Myself, I expect Argentina to win, to be honest. Yay, Southgate ball, I'll be more interested in watching the match. Oh, Dave, if you want to pop in the stream as well, let me know. If you do pop in the chat, if you want to pop in and have a laugh with myself, Liam, and Gary as well. You want to just, as I say, have more fun in watching the actual game itself. You're more than welcome, obviously. We can also talk about Liverpool as well this season if you want to, if you really want to. Gareth, exciting football, Southgate. Don't, Stefan, don't even put them words in the same sentence. Revenite, Gareth, we made it to the semi-final and final. Love me forever, Southgate. We're just coming up with middle names now for Gareth Southgate. Okay, cool. Gareth's gonna feel the world, Southgate. It's gonna do something. It ain't gonna be that. But yeah, I'm gonna tap out now and see you guys on the other side. As I say, 6:30 UK time tomorrow. Half hour before the kickoff. All the build up, all the banter, all the laughs. It's all gonna come this way. And as I say, Gary and Liam will be here again. With the USA, you know, Liam's going to give a bit of banter towards Gay for the USA game now, and you're not going to get anywhere else basically. So you may as well come here and enjoy it. If you are new to the channel, do smash that like button. Do subscribe to the channel. It's completely free. Doesn't cost you a penny. As I say, smash that like button on your way out as well. That'd be massively appreciated. And do share the content around it. Again, massively appreciated, as it does help the channel grow and get more eyes on the channel and grow this community. If you want to become a member, there's membership levels now, 99p and £2.99, 2 levels only. They'll never rise any higher than that. All the perks are listed as you go through it all. I will also be adding emojis and all that sort of stuff into the memberships over the course of the weekend, going to early next week. And yeah, so you have that also to play with as a member as well going forward. Just bear with me on that because I'm busy and all that with work and this and doing that and that, you know. But yeah, we'll see you on the other side. And as always, guys, oh dear. This was a technically an Arsenal watch, so I can get away because Arsenal were involved in this stream of nearly 3.5, just over 3 hours and 20 minutes nearly. See you on the other side, as always, up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.